2, 1. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pocket Show. Today is Sunday, January 15th, 2016, and this is episode number 17. Here with me tonight is SaltySam, SpeedDemon, our special guest, Mrs. Redbootz, and the BadBadRobot. What we're going to do right now is go around the room, introduce everyone. They'll say their social media. If somebody wants to throw a guest command in chat, oh, look at that. We already fucking did it. All right. SaltySam, who the fuck are you? Where can we find you online?
Hi, my name is SaltySam. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at @TheSaltySam and on Snapchat at Salty All Day.
All day.
I am SpeedDemon. You can find me on the GSM forums and Discord, as well as on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
I am Redbootz. You can find me as Redbootz on Twitch and Snapchat, and it's RedBootz on Twitter.
Double D.
I never noticed that.
I didn't either.
Double D. It's so fitting. It's so fitting.
It's perfect.
Guys, what's up? I'm sorry. I'm the BadBadRobot. Boobs. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Snapchat at the BadBadRobot. I stream a couple times a week, and yeah, that's it.
Also, he's a partner streamer. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And he's on this podcast. Fuck. Anyways, hi guys.
Podcast on my channel.
My name is Naaackers. You can find me on this channel. You can also find me on Twitter and Snapchat at Naaackers with 3 A's. And yeah, it's 2017. I said 2016. What happens when you don't
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah. I knew it was going to happen eventually because I hadn't done it on any paperwork at work yet. Like, I was so good. I was like, all right, it's been a couple weeks. I'm free and clear. Leave it to the fucking cap script to just fuck me in the tits. That's all right.
I mean, that doesn't sound too bad.
It's not. You guys ever had your tits fucked?
Yeah.
Redbootz is like, yeah. You gotta get your tits fucked.
You do.
All right. I go no further.
All right, I'm going to interrupt this broadcast, and I'm going to be posting a link in chat, and the clear instructions to all the people on the show is click the link, hit pause. I've been teasing this gift to Naaackers for like 2 months or some shit. And it would have came last weekend, but I wasn't able to come to the or 2 weeks ago, but I wasn't able to come to the show. It's ready now. So I'm going to put a link right now.
Do it.
And then everybody's going to click it and pause it. It might actually start paused.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Should I desktop capture
And
for
then-
this?
You don't have to, no.
Okay.
So basically what happened was it had to be around TwitchCon last year. I contacted one of our favorite chiptune producers, Popsky, and asked him if he was open to commissions. He wasn't at the time. And then like a week before Christmas, he sends me a Twitter message and it's like, hey, you still want that commish? I was like, yes. This is what it needs to be. Crocs and Hot Pockets fucking intro song, 4 minutes long. Base it off of these songs. Even remember that you were the guy who punched himself in the dick. I was like, you've been in a stream before. I know you have. So I found that clip and I sent it to him. And then, so he was so hyped about this song while he was making it that anybody who wants to buy this song, it will be on his next EP release today, like tonight.
Oh,
is when he's going to post it. He's been holding off releasing it to so I could put it out on the show. So if we're all ready to click play, in
Yeah.
5.
Wait, no. Where's the link at? I've been looking for it. I couldn't find it.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, okay. I've been looking for. I was like, was he supposed to post it in Twitch? Where is it?
It's in the script.
I'm clicking
It's
it
in
now.
the
Okay?
fucking script.
You know I don't read the script. Come on.
It's too
It
big.
is now obvious.
Oh,
All right.
All right,
Are
I'm
we
ready.
ready,
Yeah.
Speed Demon?
I'm so
Yes,
excited.
I'm ready.
5, 4. I'll tell you, I've listened to this like 6,000 times.
Hope
I'm so
audio's good,
excited.
guys. It's so Popsky.
It is.
I'm turning it up.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
It gets better.
White boy moves all
That's
day.
fucking titty fucking music if I've ever heard it. Emote spam! I'm fucking hard!
Wait, it's coming. It gets.
It's so good. Oh yeah!
Oh!
The drum track.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So that's it.
That
Well-
fucking when the drum kit comes in. Oh.
It's like 250. I sent him back a message after he sent it to me, and I was like, 250 mark is fucking godlike.
Yes.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Like 2 minutes later, he sent me a message. He's like, "This is going to be on my next fucking record." So for anybody, I will be putting a link in chat to Popsky's SoundCloud
Please do.
page.
Get that shit.
Dude, Salty, thank you so much.
Holy smokes.
High fives for Salty all at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Fucking
Wow.
epic. Oh my god.
That was-
I had absolutely no idea.
Best gift of
Yeah.
2017.
Oh.
I'm calling it.
Right fucking there.
Everybody on the show minus Redbootz. Well, Redbootz knew before you did because I told her when you were muted earlier. But everybody else on the show knew when I was doing it. Except for you.
Kept it a secret.
So, that was good. You did a good job, dude. I fucking love it.
And nobody else has heard it. I've had it for like 14 days, and it's just been eating a hole in my fucking heart.
He's been teasing. He's been like, "Oh yeah, keep listening to it."
Oh my
So
god,
good.
Yo, can we get some fucking
God
love
damn
in
it.
chat for SaltySam, please?
Yes.
Spam
we
that
need more
shit.
Love.
Need to go. I'm gonna put his SoundCloud, but I'm also gonna put his. I think it's on his Bandcamp page is where the album's gonna be.
Okay. Oh, it's so fucking good. Oh, the double bass breakdown.
That was okay. Yeah, I'm downloading this.
Right fucking now, eh, bud?
I'm gonna sell it. This is good.
It's the Vag
good.
and Hot Pockets podcast now. Awesome.
Well, now we have an official song for the show.
Yeah, dude. I never in a million years would I have. I messaged Salty yesterday.
I kept beating around the bush about what it was. I was like, I'll try to get it to you by Christmas, and I'll try to get it to you like as if it was a package. And Naaackers is like, I didn't get a package today. I don't think I have it.
Yeah, I was afraid it had gotten stolen. I'm like, shit. I haven't gotten a package, and I'm afraid to message him. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's handmade." I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is not good."
One of a kind. We'll never find again.
The album is, you can pay $2 or more. $2 is the minimum, but obviously you can give them more if you wish. And Crocs and Hot Pockets is the last track on Inner
It's
Stage
the
Left.
title of it. Oh.
Everybody's gonna be like reading it. They're like, "What the fuck is Crocs and Hot Pockets?"
Exactly.
And maybe they'll Google
gonna
it.
Google
and
that
then
shit,
Maybe they'll find
and
the
then
show.
boom.
Are you crying, Naaackers?
Press.
Yes, you are, you bitch.
I'm not.
Gonna buy that later.
Yeah, I'm buying that tonight. I've bought all of Popsky's albums.
Thank you, Salty.
You're welcome, dude.
Good man.
Yeah.
As soon as Salty told me what it was, I'm like, Naaackers is gonna flip his shit
I did.
because he loves doing the show so much. And
I do. And fucking thank you guys all for being here. Salty, what an amazing gift. I would have not expected that in a million years. And it's like, that's something that I've wanted for so long. And I just like never.
Hey, Naaackers, look at chat. Look at chat.
can we get some F's in chat, please?
What? Ah! Bobsky! Don't worry, I'm only crying.
Oh,
Your music only made me cry.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, Popsky's in chat.
Dang.
Oh, what up, Popsky?
I thought.
Yo, great fucking job.
Yeah, it looks like we need some more
Fantastic.
love in chat for Popsky as well. Popsky! Great fucking job. You fucking activated my almonds with that breakdown in the middle of the song, my friend.
You got his nuts quaking.
My fucking nuts are quaking, buddy.
Hot come.
Hot curds. Hot tracks! Fucking loved it.
So good.
Well, all right. Next episode of Crocs and Hot Pockets is going to be in 2 weeks. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Peace. Oh man, how do we move on from that?
So I'm drinking.
Perfect fucking segue.
I'm drinking a Flying Dog Baltic Porter. It's made based on. This isn't going to load. Otterbon's, which is a German bakery in Baltimore near the Flying Dog Brewery, and they make beers for the holidays based off of the cookies that they make. So this one's based off of their chocolate chip cookies. The box came with boxes of cookies
What?
that pair with each beer.
Oh my god.
Fucking
It's
cheers.
really good. 8.4%. Fucking Doc.
God.
Well, he wins.
Cheers to you, bud. Cheers to fucking you. There's a little click, 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 click. Ting. All for you.
Wow.
Yeah. So segues and such.
Yeah.
Love them.
Speaking of segues, Speed.
Thank you, Robot. I'm not drinking anything near as classy as the SaltySam, but this sweet tea right here is the best.
There's a come with chocolate chip cookies, though, or cornbread.
Ooh,
That sweet tea
cornbread.
when paired with cornbread is just absolutely
Honey cornbread.
amazing.
Mom, where's my grits?
I have a Jack and Coke. I didn't realize I was that far into this already. It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm halfway too. Let's just get fucked, eh?
Tonight I'm drinking water with lots of lemon, and then I've just got straight vodka. There was ice cubes in it, but now there are no ice cubes.
Please hold up the amount of vodka that is in that mason jar.
Dude,
Oh my god! What?
300 milliliters.
so is that your
Thereabouts.
first one or your second one?
No, I just started. I maybe drink just about that much. Yeah. That should be fine.
Are you sure?
So at the end of this, Robot's gonna be going to the hospital with alcohol poisoning.
I'll be fine.
All right.
I'll be fine.
I'll be drunk.
I'm gonna get a text at 4 a.m. Guys,
Oh,
send help.
it's gonna look just like it's gonna look just like the clip, like the screenshot that's on the front of the fucking compilation that Redbootz made. Oh, fuck. Foaming at the mouth.
Oh my
Nice.
I am drinking a vodka orange juice. Very classy for a cute little boy like me. That's all I can really stomach nowadays. That's kind of it. That's all I'm drinking. I almost went and got beer because I had a craving. I saw Bell's. I saw a 6-pack of Bell's Winter Ale at the grocery store the other day, and I was so tempted to get it. I wish they sold single bottles that weren't like, 40s. Like just like one. If I could just buy like one beer bottle, or maybe a 3-pack, I'd like that as well. But beggars can't be choosers. All right, cool. Well, that's what we've been drinking. Moving right along to what non-gaming stuff that we have all been up to. Salty Sam, as always, you are up first, my friend.
I closed the script.
He really thought the show was over. He thought after that song, he was gonna get the night off or something.
And I'm
He's
out.
like, I'm out, guys.
And fuck it. No, but I've been off for a month now, which sucks. Like, you miss one episode of the show and you're off for an entire month. Like, fucking New Year happened, work happened, it snowed here, and that sucked balls because I was at work. Well, I was driving in the snow the day it snowed, and then I had to work the rest of the weekend. This was this past weekend. And then been doing crap around the house, putting new blinds and shit up everywhere, just trying to fix stuff up. Then I cleaned my truck for the first time since Michigan because of the snow fucked it all up. And then I don't think all of this shit was done the last time I was on. So I mounted the shelf that I started working on like a fucking year ago and just left in my garage forever because I'm the worst fucking procrastinator on earth. And then I've cleaned off my desk, and now it's just like computer parts and computer shit over here. I put pictures up on my Twitter. And then I've mounted one of my umbrella lights, and then my second umbrella light, I'm thinking about mounting it, but it's going to get in the way of the fucking giant computer. So that's about all I've been doing. Just working, like always.
Dope.
I have not been up to much either. Work, trying to get used to the new schedule. Tuesdays, I'm bored because there's nobody here, nobody on, and I'm just by myself. So
Doesn't Naaackers stream Tuesdays?
I don't watch him because he's a bitch.
That's one of my mods for you guys right there.
I'm
Unmodded.
about to say.
No, during the middle of the day, there's nothing to do. Everybody's at work, and it's boring. So getting used to it is going to take a little while. I was talking to Naaackers, and I might start streaming. I got to do a few things, so I might eventually start doing that. Don't know yet. So look into the future for that, and that's all for me, really.
I'm gonna
Lately,
host the
so.
fuck out of you.
I think the first game you should play should be Amnesia.
Ooh.
I played that the first birthday stream. I played that.
Machine for Pigs?
Oh, not that one. I think was it The Dark Descent?
I feel like every streamer I've ever watched for any length of time has played that song or played that game. And I think the first time I really got into robot stream when I first came to GSN was that he was actually playing that game. It's like the funniest fucking thing ever. I still look back at the fucking YouTube clips of that shit.
You do? Oh my god, I hated that game so much. It was because you didn't have a way to defend yourself. You just had to hide and run and
and you set up all your fucking donation alerts to scream at you.
Yeah, constantly. That was a stupid idea.
It's fucking great.
If Speed streams, we could constantly make fun of him.
Yes.
Yeah,
it'd be no different than any other day. Yeah. Except now you have to try and hold your composure on camera. Also, when have we ever seen Speed in a flannel?
You know what? I think
he's looking spiffy.
Did I tell you he's been kind of spunky lately? And
trying to get that ass sucked.
Nice flannel. I think he is getting currently that ass sucked.
Is it flannel or is it just like plaid? Because flannel would suggest that the swamp got cold.
You want to die right there?
Oh my god! You're so savage!
Get out of my swamp! Boots is on fire. Wow. It only takes half a Jack and Coke.
We love you,
I
Speed.
mixed my Jack and Coke strong.
My God. Can we get a clip of that, chat, please? Okay, thanks. Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry, Speed. I love and adore you.
Fucking smooth sailing.
Do you have the gun holstered under your desk? Like, is there a compartment for it that you just slip on? That was fast. That was really fast.
Yep, there is.
Wait, do you have like the gun under your desk, the gun like by the door, the gun like in your car? Are you one of those people that has a gun literally everywhere?
Tactically in tactical positions.
Yeah. So like if someone breaks into my house and I gotta grab my gun that's under my pillow, and when I pull it out and try to shoot and I run out of ammo, I have an AR right next to the lamp. Grab that AR and get ready.
Do you purposely miss to run out of ammo so that you can go and grab the AR?
The first
8 rounds. Don't you go nowhere.
I'll be right back. Let me go get my AR.
Let me go get my gun.
Oh no, we fail over dead.
Oh no, that was the first snort of the night.
Oh,
being weenie.
They start.
Take a snort in chat, please. Okay, thanks.
Anything else, Speed?
That's all for me. Other than you guys making every day of my life a living hell, but yeah.
Do not corral me in the same hole as the rest of these people. I've done nothing to you.
Salty has been the nicest, ironically.
Yep.
Oh,
God bless his heart.
I like Speed.
Well, I reached a career goal recently. I got my own toolbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It feels
people
really
can
good.
steal from you.
It's bright pink, right?
I tried to get the bright pink one, but the shenanigans I was pulling to get it really cheap didn't apply to the pink toolbox. So I went for red appropriately. It feels really good to have like my toolbox full of my tools that like I have worked for and like everything. So that felt really good.
For those of you who this is the first time they're seeing you, would you like to share what you do?
I am a mechanic for BMW.
Oh, didn't see that coming, chat.
Oh, no. Snap.
Oh,
yeah, it's the fucking best. So, yeah, that feels really good. That happened. Thank you. That happened over. I actually picked it up Christmas Eve because I was moving from the main shop at work to the warehouse, which is the worst building in the world. It rains inside.
Oh no.
It's like a really fucking old, really fucking old warehouse, and we've kind of like band-aided it into working because we grew so fast. But the main shop has like shop provided toolboxes, so when I moved to the warehouse, I had to get one, and it was like something I didn't see happening for like 5 years, getting like my own toolbox.
Yeah.
So it feels really good.
Congrats, that's awesome.
Thank
I got
you.
my first toolbox at 5. Everything was plastic, but it was still my first toolbox.
All right, you win.
The swords have been drawn.
It probably was pink too.
Yeah.
Purple. With flowers.
Purple.
It wasn't camo?
Ooh. Did it come with flotation devices in case it fell off the boat? I'm sorry, Speed. I swear I'll stop.
It was made out of plastic. It already floated.
Oh, you're right.
It was plastic.
That makes sense.
Sorry, Speed,
I
swear.
foresee amazing dual streams from these two fuckers in the future.
Please.
Oh god.
You guys need to have
I'm
your
down,
own
Speed.
show.
Hey, Speed, you said you don't have anything to do on Tuesday. I'm streaming all day for my birthday. Come stream with me.
There you go.
Nah, fuck yourself.
Nah. Don't even give a shit. I'd rather do nothing.
All right.
Kind of asked for that one.
It's fair.
Oh man.
All right, my turn. Or was that all?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, yeah. Not so much going on in the last 2 weeks. Just work. Made a huge effort to stop eating out 3 times a day, and went and spent like $300 on groceries. Got everything. I've been making all 3 meals for myself. I've been eating well, and I could definitely tell just from making my own food, there's a rise in energy already. Now I just got to do the other thing and work out. So we work on this, New Year's resolution, but we'll see about that.
I give it a month.
I made bread. I don't know if we talked about that on the last show. Did we? Or was it? Because I thought I did it after the show.
I think you did, yeah, because I don't remember talking about it last time.
Okay. So I was telling someone how fresh baked bread is like the key to my heart, right? And they said, well, here's how you make bread. It's stupid easy. You should try it. I'm like, no. And they're like, no, seriously, I'll help you. I was like, okay. So I made my own bread. I was scared. I was afraid I was going to mess it up. And it looked retarded by the time it came out, like the way it baked. But it was so good. I used it for sandwiches. I used it for toast. And I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to do it this week, and I told myself I was going to do it today, but I ran out of time. So this week, I'm going to do another 2 loaves and see if I can just constantly make my own bread from now on, especially because I'll make sandwiches all day.
Mess with the ingredients. See if you can make something your own, like some spice in there, cinnamon if you want.
Yeah. See, that's what I did. Just plain bread. I didn't put anything fancy in it. I was like, okay, if I could get the base thing right, then I'll go crazy the next time or add a little of this, a little add of that. I would love to make like an Asiago cheese bread. Oh my God.
You see the video I tagged you in the media lounge today?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at it.
Okay.
I got the notification when I was in IKEA, and we do not get signal.
Oh,
IKEA.
yeah. I'm pretty sure they purposely do that so you can have no contact with the outside world when you're in there.
They're like, should I spend all this money on this stuff?
You can't
You're
price
not
match to
answering? I'll get
Amazon.
it. Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Well, that's yeah.
Kohl's
That's
does
true.
that shit too.
That's
Kohl's has signal jammers in their locations to prevent you from being able to get fucking internet or signal when you're in the buildings.
Suckers.
Yeah. But no, I saw that bread and I was like, oh yeah, I'm all about that life. And it wasn't that difficult, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like 15, 20 minutes just putting all the ingredients together. Then you wait for it to rise, and then you knead it and you let it sit for another little while. It's most of the time it's just waiting for the yeast to kick in, and it to rise. So HP Laserjet was a fantastic teacher. She was very patient with me, and and I got it. And now I can do it myself. Like, it's so simple, the recipe, that I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Robot, get your dick out of the bread.
Oh my god! But like, I took a bite out of it as soon as it came out of the oven, and it was just the softest. Like, you can't get that from the grocery store, you know. So there may or may not have been a shallow dent in the bread.
Isn't
my penis?
Wasn't the only a dent? You didn't puncture it, just a little half-inch dent.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Now it was only what, like 4 to 5 ingredients? Like, did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Flour, water, sugar, salt, oil.
Sugar.
Olive oil.
Really?
Sugar to activate the yeast.
My yeast has been activated.
So whatever you do, do not throw yeast. Don't throw sugar in a vagina. Okay, it's just asking for.
Bam!
Well, I was gonna tell you you're halfway to brewing your own beer, but then that went to vaginas, and I'm not gonna.
What happens if you put beer in a vagina?
Yo, honey, I
don't know.
read something on the internet. I want to try something new in the bedroom. Okay. Bam! Yeast! Get yeasted. I feel like that's what Kanye West says when he's like getting down and dirty.
Oh my god.
Get yeasted.
Get yeasty.
But if I ever develop an allergy to gluten, I will kill myself. If
I'm
I
on the
can't
same
eat
boat.
bread, I will kill myself. It's not worth it.
Bread is my
bread
number one favorite thing.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
I fear that we have a gluten allergy in our future because of Mom.
We do.
Yeah.
It's all of our. It runs in our family. So I'm just being very careful.
Yeah.
about it.
Welcome to sugar
wonder-
and yeast pockets.
Is there gluten in beer?
Yes.
Because it's brewed from wheat, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not necessarily.
Well, the
There
wheat
is
beers.
gluten-free beer, but I don't think it's very
Oh.
good.
Don't
No.
want that.
Is
Redbootz
now-
dreams.
Mm. What about mead? Because technically it's honey. I don't think there is yeast in mead. Okay. So you might be able to go back to the medieval type of alcohol.
Yeah,
if you
You
want.
drink deer piss.
So seriously,
What?
If you haven't tried it, what?
Said you could drink deer piss.
Oh, they said beer
That's what-
piss. I'm like, what's that? Oh.
Are you okay?
I almost
Okay.
threw up a
He
little
threw
bit.
up in his mouth. Oh, gross.
That's the exact reaction I have every time I hear "get that ass."
Is that what Weeby sounds like when she does her imitations that we were talking about earlier?
What?
Grape
Her-
lady?
No, the other one.
The
Oh,
choke?
man.
Oh, the choking on BBCs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to get the
Comes
nose
out.
plug in there.
All right.
You guys are horrible.
All right. All right.
I was told 2 things: raunchy jokes and booze. I feel like I'm doing my job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Geez, you're on point.
Hidden rule
You're
number
making us feel
3
uncomfortable.
was be savage as fuck, and you've already, you've
She
beat
was
the bonus
savage
level.
the first 5 minutes she joined. She talked about my mom. So
When we had Figs on here, I felt like as a guest, like we made her feel so uncomfortable on multiple occasions.
That
and now
eyebrow.
Boots
Oh, yeah.
is making us feel
My bad. I can
very
tone
awkward.
it down.
No.
You need to turn it down a lot.
Please keep going. Please keep going.
You know the motto of the show. You don't give a fuck.
Don't
I
give a
didn't
fuck.
think I could blush.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, bread. Make your own bread, you lazy fucks. Okay, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Hey.
Went shopping today. Went to IKEA. I don't know if anybody in chat has ever been to an IKEA, but it's like a fucking amusement park. Like how big it is. Like the parking. They have like, oh, you're in C9. You know, so in case you forget where you park, because it's so big. And I just went right in. I knew what I was gonna get, so it didn't take me like 2 hours. But I picked up these really nice dome lights. These
You
desk
got 'em?
lamps. I got them, the globes.
Yes.
So I had 4 RGB Misfit bolt bulbs not being used in my office, and I wanted to like set them up and in my man cave. So I got them. I got some candles. I got vanilla bean and orange flavored. I shouldn't eat candles. Scented candles.
Please don't eat your candle.
I kind of set them up. You can kind of see the new mood that's going on in here.
I like it.
But finally, I've got more RGB bulbs. And the one last non-game, it is kind of gaming related, but at CES, Corsair revealed the K95 RGB Platinum keyboard. And I stared at it for days. I was like, oh my God. And I didn't realize like my K70 is already 2 years old, like 2.5 years old. And it's funny because I remember seeing Naaackers buy it. I bought it. And then like all of our friends, just everybody has one. And it feels like just yesterday we all got them. So I put in my order. I just got a shipping notification. It's going to be here like Tuesday. So I'm really excited for that. It's a beautiful keyboard.
The only thing I don't necessarily like is that they cut so many of the macro keys.
It's only got one row, right?
Yeah.
I like macro keys, so that's why I ended up getting it anyways. If it would have had 2 rows of macro keys, I've been like, that's a little too wide. I wouldn't use them. But I could deal with 1 row.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't love about the keyboard, and they did this on their last version, the Strafes, was the new font on the keycaps. I wasn't crazy about the font. I like the font that they use on the older K70 Luxes. But I've grown used to it because I looked at it and I'm like, oh, that looks fucking badass. I'm getting that. So, yeah. So I got that coming. So
and how often are you looking at the keys on the keyboard? Yeah, I'm
just looking at the lights.
Yeah,
I still, the day I got this keyboard, I put on Rainbow Wave and I have not turned it off. It's been Rainbow Wave since day one. I've messed around with like variations of Rainbow Wave, with ripple effects and stuff. But I've got the keyboard, the 2 mice, and the RGB mouse pad all synced up on the Rainbow Wave, and it's just, you can't stop looking at it. It's so pretty.
Odin brings up a good point.
What do you say?
You could probably swap your keycaps.
Take the keycaps from your K70 and put them on the Platinum.
Yep.
Because the bottom row, even though it's not standard, the bottom row from this one will fit the other one.
What do you mean the bottom row is not standard?
Okay, so you see in the bottom row, instead of having Alt, Window, and Control, you have an Alt, Window, Option, and Control on the right side. That option button is not a standard bottom row. So your Windows key and the Option key are both smaller. So normal standard keycap sets do not come with that layout, which makes replacing keycaps for the Corsair boards kind of a pain in the butt.
Time to get some Portal keycaps.
Ooh,
yeah.
Speaking of, did you see Lyric now has his own keycap? Like you can buy that's fucking badass.
The cat logo.
Fucking goals right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
One day, Bozo will have his own keycap.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's custom keycap places we can make this happen.
That's true. That's true. You can get your own made.
He's so
Just
creepy.
send me that picture, man.
Yeah.
I'd imagine like you could even 3D print your own keycaps if you wanted to. Am I right?
Yep. There's a lot of people that do that. They do. It's not necessarily 3D printed because like 3D printing, when you get that tiny, it's like you need to have an amazing 3D printer to make a mold. So they just do like mold pressing instead of 3D printing. But very, very, very common right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it for me.
Yep. Sweet. My life has been, I mean, to the outside eye, extremely boring, but I've been having the fucking time of my life for the past 2 weeks. The first week after the last episode of Crocs and Hot Pockets, I did not have work. I woke up and I gamed or streamed, and then I went to bed. And because I had 2 weeks off of work, and I did that almost every single day, like at least 8 to 10 hours of either gaming or streaming. There was one day where woke up, did a 4.5 hour dual stream with Salty playing H1Z1, stopped, streamed Astroneers for 8.5 hours later that day until like 4 in the morning or something. It was just like, I've never streamed so much in a single day, but it was absolutely fantastic. So the first week was off work, went back. This week that just ended was my first week back at work. So just kind of getting back into the grind. I went to Anunnaki's house last Sunday to watch the Detroit Lions get absolutely ass pounded by the Seahawks. I had faith because like this last season, Lions have always been about the second half of the game, like coming back and winning games that they should have never won. So there was a little bit of faith, and then the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter, they just got absolutely dominated, and it was awful. But had a blast hanging out with Anunnaki, Randy, some other friends. It was like 15% watching the game and 85% talking about Twitch and video games and computer hardware and stuff. So really cool time. Excuse me?
I said you're a nerd.
Fine, I'll take it. Other than that, the only like super exciting thing that you only get excited about as an old person is I finally paid off my car after 6 years of car payments.
That needs a high five. That needs a bro sync high five.
Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1. So
Congrats.
I'm expecting my transmission to blow next month. But I'm just like,
wait, it's a manual, right?
Yeah, it's a manual.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
My clutch though, because I like donuts.
Have you gotten your clutch replaced?
No, I have not, other than brakes, tires, and like Goo Gone. I have not put $1 into that car.
You forgot oil.
Goo Gone?
Semen.
What's oil?
Everywhere.
Yeah, okay. And oil changes. So oil changes. Yeah. And I've not had a single thing go. It has been the best car ever.
Expect your vehicle to explode
Knocking
tomorrow.
on my desk.
No,
Yeah.
your car's gonna be fine.
The
Okay,
clutch is going to be
fine.
dead.
Yeah,
But the
just
car will
make
be
sure the
fine.
clutch doesn't fuse to the flywheel because you haven't changed it. Also,
I'm a good
I
driver.
clearly remember. I've seen how you slow. Yeah, I've seen you drive a stick. You beat it. You beat on it.
I like to be.
I
Listen.
used to watch Fast
Coming
and Furious
back.
movies.
I remember coming back from Kansas City from M. Tim's wedding, and we're on the highway, and all of a sudden it's like, and his fucking hubcap
Yep.
was like halfway off on the highway doing 80, and it was making the whole car shake. We thought we had a flat.
So
And
yeah, go ahead.
you couldn't take off those hubcaps without taking the lug nuts off. So like Nick pulls out his pocket knife and just starts sawing.
I remember those pictures being posted.
There is actually
I
a
got a
video
video
of this on my YouTube
Yeah.
channel. This is like
Yeah.
probably one of the first things that I uploaded. But yeah, so fifth day, this is how bad my luck with that car was. The night that I drove it home, I went to a friend's house, and on the way there, it was like we had gotten a foot of snow. It was really bad. And driving, ended up hitting a pothole that I couldn't see because the roads were so bad. Pothole hit both tires on my right side.
The fucking pothole.
Fucking pothole. First hubcap cracked. Second hubcap just split in half, and the other half of the hubcap went flying. Like, that's how hard I hit it. And so I drove with after that day, I took all of my hubcaps off because I'm like, well, I'm not going to go buy more hubcaps. I'll just, the Steelies are black. My car's black. I look like a fucking baller now. Let's just go with this. And then, I don't know, like a couple months before we left for Kansas City, I put all the hubcaps back on, and I took the cracked hubcap and wedged it into itself. I'm from Detroit. What do you expect? And so we're driving on the highway, and we're going 70. The thing becomes unhinged from itself. So half of the hubcap is hanging off the tire, and it's throwing off the aerodynamic of the entire car. If you guys want to see the aftermath, I'll throw a link in chat for you guys. But yeah, but other than that, the car has been absolutely amazing. I've been nothing but satisfied with it. So hopefully it gives me a little bit more time before it decides to fuck me.
If Okay. Before you like replace your clutch or something, just change your brake fluid and your clutch fluid first.
Okay.
And then decide if it's actually fucked up.
I mean, my clutch is completely. Nothing feels fine. My clutch is fucking tight, bud. I don't have, but I've like with my car, it seems like around the 120,000 mile mark is when people started having to change their clutches. So got a little bit of time.
The only reason I put a new clutch in my old car was because I'm swapping the transmission out anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
the whole fucking assembly out.
Remember
you might as well, while you have the thing off, you might as well do it.
Just get it done.
Like it's not like that HHR. Everything was all fucking bound together. So if you wanted to take the fucking trans out, you had to take the clutch and the fucking bell housing and every fucking thing else out with it.
HHR.
Yeah.
Oh,
260,000 miles. That thing drove me across the country and back.
I think he just turned boots on.
I think that's the ugliest car I've ever seen made. It even beats the PT Cruiser.
It was $8,000.
What you got against a BMW, Speed? Huh?
They suck.
Big money waster.
They suck your mom.
Oh, I have seen Boots post multiple snaps of her taking off in an M3. And goddamn, do those sound sexy.
They do. Did I send you the one that didn't have the airbox on it and sounded amazing?
Oh, I remember that.
I got a chubby.
Speaking of HHR, so I forgot to tell the second half of this story. On the 6th day of me having my brand new car, some bitch in a fucking Tahoe was crossing parking lanes in my college parking lot, hit me head on. $6,000 worth of damage. I didn't have that car for 46 days. So I had my brand new car for 5 days, got hit. I had a HHR rental that entire time. I hate that car so much. But no judging. I just remember feeling like I was looking out the windows of a Tonka truck. Like, why are these windows so tiny? My fucking blind spots are huge.
Apollo 13.
Oh yeah, no. Like I didn't even fucking look at stoplights. If I was the first person in a stoplight, I was just looking off the reflection of my hood.
Yeah, the windshield is like
you can't see it. It's like right here.
It's like Doc Brown's visor. You can't see shit.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're like 4 foot tall, that car would be great.
Those made so many rental cars. My best friend had one when her car was getting repaired. Like, no one bought them, so they went to the rental companies.
Hey, that car put 260,000 miles on the road, and if it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to change the transmission out because I knew second gear was starting to get a little sluggish, I wouldn't have spent any more money than the money I put into it when I bought it.
Yeah.
So,
it's still a Chevy, and it's still going to drive and act like a Chevy. It just is the ugliest Chevy ever made.
and it was burnt, sunburst orange.
Yeah.
Just as loud as an ugly ass car running through a parking lot as you could possibly find.
And you say you don't like chocolate starfish.
I didn't say it was a gay car. I said it was an ugly car.
I would take an HHR over an Aztec, though, any day. Pontiac Aztec.
That's a good
ugliest
point.
car ever made. I don't care if Walter White drove one. It was awful.
It's because they needed like 50 of them, and it was so easy to find 50 of those just laying around not doing shit.
Puke green color.
I wanted an Aztec. Do you remember that old guy from church? Oh, he's not listening. An old guy from church had a red Aztec, and I was like, dream car.
It comes with a tent.
Yeah. The coolest thing about that car was you could open the back and you'd have like a tent, like that was, it was one of those like camper dudes.
I'm with Hugo here. Did everyone forget about the PT Cruiser?
Dude, the HHR is uglier than the PT Cruiser.
No,
it's
still
definitely
think
not.
Aztec is
Have you ever been
uglier
inside of a PT Cruiser?
They're roomy as fuck.
Looking like Luke Skywalker in the Millennium Falcon.
Little known fact, the PT Cruiser was actually designed around a 7 foot tall man. So it was supposed to be a
They
man's
did a terrible
car.
job.
It doesn't
Really?
look like a man's car.
Yep.
It was
It
modeled
doesn't.
very much after
Look like the
Prowler.
Naaackers car.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Son of a bitch.
By the way, chat, I'm sorry if Skype's video is lagging so fucking bad. It's like freezing frame every other second. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. Discord, please save us soon.
Yes. Yes.
All right. That is it for wow. We have not even gotten to gaming part of the podcast, but I don't give a fuck. That's what the show is all about. All right, so we're moving on to what games we have been playing recently. So this is the part of the show where we go around the room, ask everybody what they're playing. If they bought any new games, please share. So, Mr. SaltySam, what you been playing lately?
Same old shit, different game. I play the same game. So H1Z1 constantly. Like, even if I only have 20, 30 minutes, I'll boot up my computer, not even log into shit, just play around the solos and fucking head off. And I did it even last night. I came online to watch the end of AGDQ last night because I wanted to see them hit 2 million, and then they hit 2.2 million, and it was just fucking crazy. And I wanted to see that Undertale run. And then, but
That
I just
Undertale
sat.
run.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That's the first time the game's ever been run in AGDQ. And it was the guy who was running its first time being at an AGDQ as a runner. And they put him in the finale of the biggest AGDQ they've ever had.
Was
so
he
I felt like
nervous?
really awesome for him. No, he seemed like he was pretty cool. Like pretty
I'd have been
calm.
dying.
Yeah, I'd have been sweating
I'd have been
fucking
dying.
bullets.
Some of them
Yep.
guys have a very like good sense of humor. They're fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Some
people
of them
that
are
on the-
streamers first and speedrunners
Yeah.
second, where you could tell they're just really good at like working a crowd and all that kind
And
of
some
shit.
of them are straight up nerds, very awkward and just like cringeworthy.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's going to be a
absolutely.
cringe AGDQ cringe compilation where they
I know
just
who's
kinda
gonna
like,
be on that too.
Livestream fails is packed with AGDQ stuff
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Did you see the clip of a dude telling a full room of people to go kill themselves?
Oh yeah.
It was last night at the finale.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say this right now because you could see on the streamers that were actually doing the races faces that they were just getting so fucking pissed.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
These fucking idiots in the crowd kept doing the Waluigi "Wah!" in the middle of their race, and the guy literally just like took the headset off the guy next to him and was like, "If you guys really want to help raise money for cancer, you can go stand in front of the shuttle buses that run outside the hotel." And then the
Oh
fucking
my
announcer was
God.
immediately like, don't do that.
Please don't do that.
They escorted him out right afterwards, I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was gone right after that. But, I mean, I understand he was pissed. I'd have been pissed
Worth
too.
it. He's probably banned for.
Yeah, he's banned for
They
life.
they won't invite him back. He's not coming back ever.
I thought
I mean, he
that
could
I
have
had.
handled that so much better. Like, he could have told him to shut the fuck up, but at the same time, be like funny about it. But telling people to straight up go kill themselves.
Yeah.
That just
That was
encouraged
a
them to do it
little
more.
extreme. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Probably
thought-
someone did it too.
I thought I had finished, like, gone and played through all of Undertale, but last night showed me I didn't even get, like, half of the game done.
Oh my god.
I didn't know there was so much more to
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
Holy crap.
Didn't he do the, he did the True Pacifist run, and didn't he go back and play it again
He played the
to
Genocide
kill the Genesis boss?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Whew.
Fucking love that AGDQ shit. It's so great.
It's
so cool.
insane. It's nothing I would ever try to even remotely accomplish. I'm not speedrunning shit.
Everybody needs to pick their favorite speedrun. For favorite game.
Oh,
So,
from this year?
We'll go in order. Yeah, from this year.
We've
I'm
done
gonna
this
say
like
mine
4
was
times.
Doom. Mine was the new
Doom was really good, and that was going to be my choice, but I really enjoyed the Donkey Kong Trilogy Relay Race.
Mm.
That was badass. The Donkey Kong Country Trilogy, and it was 3-man teams, 3 teams of 3 people, and they were relay racing through each of the titles, and that was fucking awesome, because that was like the first franchise other than Super Mario that I played that I just fucking loved. Donkey Kong Country 1 for SNES was like, I played probably 1,000 hours of that fucking game.
Speed, you be next.
I really liked Quake just by how like skillful the guy was. You could tell he played the shit out of that game because like he never really touched the ground. He was rocket jumping everywhere. But the first game on the awful games block, which was Batman, I forget which one it was, but it has like the awful button controls where like the block was like down, down, A, B, just a block.
Oof.
So like the buttons were all weird. The two guys that ran that they were funny as hell. They're nonstop laughing on the crowd, and it just fucking hilarious. So I would pick that one.
I'm still tripping out over Undertale. He beat that game in 40 minutes, what took me like 4 or 5 hours. Like, real talk. Like, that was my first experience with that kind of a game, but still, it took me like 4 or 5 hours and he had it done in 40 minutes.
Yep.
Another great one that we haven't mentioned that was put in our Discord, Borderlands 2.
You motherfucker!
I didn't watch that one, but oh my gosh, I'm currently playing through that game.
Yeah.
I can't imagine speedrunning it.
No.
That was... I've never seen glitches like that before in any fucking game. Another point about Undertale that I love so much is that the creator of Undertale, the creative director for Undertale, donated 10 grand to one of the incentives for naming the character.
Wow.
And then they had another one of the programmers that programmed the first boss in Undertale on a Skype call throughout like the entirety of the fucking run. So like this guy was watching this guy whoop the shit out of his game and was like telling him all these anecdotes about when they were making it and how he found some of these glitches that he fixed, and like they would have really fucked, like speedrunning they would have been able to just break the game in half if he hadn't found this glitch and this glitch. It was really cool.
He was like,
really
I play tested this, but clearly I didn't play test it hard enough.
True.
What about you, Robot? Or did you already say yours?
Mine was Doom. The thing that impressed me, like that game, like you can move very quickly through it, but speed runs that contain like glitches fascinate me. And how these guys find this stuff and find invisible walls, and it's just trial and error. It must take them so long, but even the way he was like boosting himself, like flinging himself like hundreds of feet in the air and landing on a single pixel of invisible wall and falling through the map, like that was so cool to me. And I probably enjoyed it more because I enjoyed Doom so much. Like it was such a good game. And if you haven't played it, I would highly suggest playing through it. Another speedrun, I'm not sure if it was done this year. I didn't see it, but Portal and Portal 2 speedruns where they just like they will clip themselves out of the map, shooting these like random places. And the next thing you know, they're like 3 levels ahead. It's like, it's mind blowing. And so that kind of stuff fascinates me. I know some people don't like speedruns with glitches in it. They don't think it's authentic or whatever. But it's you gotta admit, it's still fucking impressive.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
The fucking communities that come behind like speedrunning.com, and then there's like a blank speedrunning.com for every fucking game out there. So, but the amount of support some of these communities have, where it's just like every single guy that got on that stage was like, shout out to this guy, this girl, this guy who found this glitch and this glitch. And you know, we found this 2 days ago on a game that's fucking like 20 years old.
Yeah.
And they're still finding these ways to fucking exploit programming and shit.
Yep.
And another one that I didn't expect to enjoy as much as I did, and this was a glitch speedrun, was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Was it HD? Whatever the fuck it was. I've never played the game. I'm not going to dump 100 hours into a fucking game like that. But the fact that he speedrunning it with all the glitches he had, he did this one glitch where he would like save menu or, you know, bring up the menu, turn around, select a sword, whatever the fuck he was doing, where it would just like boost warp him and he could run like 1,000 miles an hour. He's just running clear across the ocean of the entirety of the fucking map, just as fast as you could possibly do it, and stopping right where he needed to stop and be like, okay, here, where we're supposed to go. But like 4 hours. It took him 4 hours to beat it all the way from start to finish. And it was just like, some of these glitches are just fucking blow my mind.
A long speed run.
Yeah.
4 hours is long. And the kid was like 15 years old, had a it was a Wii U game. And he had to wear a glove on his right hand because he's already like pre-carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's all he fucking does.
Robot.
Chafing,
we know what
just
Robot
so
did
much
when he was
friction.
15.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wore gloves to bed.
For lotion.
But he had like a compression glove sleeve on one arm.
Wow.
So he just plays all day, every day. It was such a good run.
My favorite, I'm gonna go over two. My two favorite speed runs ever are I Wanna Be the Bashi by Witwix, which was in 2014 or 2015. If you have not watched it, it's on YouTube. I Wanna Be the Bashi. It is the craziest, most difficult precision platformer I have ever fucking seen. And when you talk about like when these speedrunners are performing pixel perfect moves, it's absolutely insane. So if you guys haven't seen that speedrun, go check that out. My favorite of all time is tied between I Want to Be the Bashi and last year there was a tiny Swedish kid who did Deus Ex. I think it was the first Deus Ex. He was the most hilarious, most entertaining speedrunner I have ever seen on AGDQ. Period. I will have to find it. If Ahmad wouldn't mind saving that, just tell me save Deus Ex speedrun 2015 or 16, and I'll get a link for it after the show. As far as this year, the Borderlands speedrun was by far my favorite. One of the guys glitched a perk to where he could run so fast. Like he could clear like parts of the map in seconds. And then his buddy would just be around killing whatever. What was crazy about the Borderlands 2 run was they both ran with sniper rifles for like the majority of the run. So it was nothing but Twitch headshots like over and over and over again. And then at the end,
like speed on the daily.
Yeah, just that was a compliment.
It was.
He didn't even. He was expecting an insult. It just went right over his head.
Fuck you then.
You guys.
And then at the end of the game, they actually force crashed it by duping an item the same time over. It was just they were making it rain these blue pistols just over and over until like the game crashed. And it's always so funny because like the point of the speed run is to beat the game as fast as possible. But then you've got the speedrunners who know how to crash the game. And you got everybody in the crowd who's like just waiting for the game to crash, like the Windows 95 logo to bounce into a corner perfectly. It's like, oh, yeah, crash. The things that people get excited for at AGDQ conventions is just comical.
The swag strats, man. It's the swag strats.
Swag strats.
They kept saying that shit. The guy that did Undertale had a way to run across the floor that made his dude like do fucking pirouettes as he was going. It was looked cool as shit.
Really?
Just like swag strats.
Swag strats.
Nack, I've seen Lethal Frag crash Binding of Isaac.
Really?
So he had picked up so many items, the screen was you couldn't see literally anything, and it eventually just crashed.
Oh my god, that game.
So
okay, explain something to me about that game. Like once you die, you have to start all over.
Yes.
Again,
you lose everything.
It's over.
Yep.
You lose everything.
Yeah, they call that roguelike. No.
You're dead. You start over.
Every single time.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So that style of gameplay is called roguelike because it's a grind game. It's just a grind game. Same thing with Nuclear Throne, Neon Chrome, Enter the Gungeon. They're all roguelike. So you collect items as you go. It's like a run. They call them runs.
Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yep, that one too, which I need to fucking play.
There has to be different paths that you can take instead of just like one path throughout the whole.
It's all procedurally generated and random. So every time you play it, it's different.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about
That's
rage.
Interesting. Oh, I can only imagine. Like I played, what was that game? The 70s retro
Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
And that was rage-inducing. And I could save my fucking game. I can't imagine like that's. You remember back in the day when you couldn't like turn off your Game Boy or else you'd lose your progress.
Yes.
Like, oh no, I gotta keep it on.
Heaven forbid you run out of batteries.
Oh,
Yeah,
Same thing
exactly.
Same thing on the NES.
Yep.
Game Boys ate Duracells like Speed's mom's ass, you know?
Come on, guys.
Sorry, she's
wasn't
a
me.
saint. I love her, okay? I just had to get one in for the night. I'm done.
I'm gonna
done.
eat your
I won't
ass
do
like
it anymore.
batteries.
Yo, give me that D.
Yo, I'm gonna lick your butthole like a 9-volt battery, son. Yo, I want to feel that shock. I want to feel that tinge. Tinge? Singe?
Twinge?
Come on,
I think I
pull
meant
out
to
the
say
gun. I wanna see
singe,
the gun.
but I couldn't stop thinking about twats. Wow.
Okay. I love you, Speed.
I
Speed,
hate
if your mom only knew how famous she was. And by famous, I mean passed around.
She probably wouldn't fucking like let you live
Yeah.
after that.
You think Speed has a lot of guns? Where did he learn that from? Probably his mom.
Oh, man.
Right? I bet her gun collection is
Keep
way
talking
bigger than
shit.
Speed's.
Keep talking shit.
Fucking Mama AK is coming.
He just like saves all the clips in this folder, and one day he's gonna give them to his mom, and she's just gonna put us all on her list, and we're all gonna die.
What?
Oh
Oh,
my
is
God.
that Billy
That's why I always
Madison?
say she's a saint right after.
Yeah.
Billy
Where he
Madison?
fucking- the guy fucking marks him off his list after he apologizes.
And then puts the lipstick on.
I'm glad I called that guy.
Hey.
Oh god.
Speed, we love you so much.
Hmm.
We
No,
do.
you don't.
Yeah. Where
Where
are
the
we?
fuck are we in the script?
Yeah, I
We're
have
still talking about
absolutely no
games.
idea.
We
Where
were-
did we go?
Speed Demon, what games have you been playing?
Yeah, it was Speed.
Well, been playing some H1Z1, Borderlands 2. I'm trying to do another playthrough of Witcher 3 because I keep quitting halfway, and that game is so fucking long. It's like 80 hours into the main campaign, and I'm not even reached the surface. And I've done that 3 times because it just takes so
God.
long, and it's a fun game. It just, you get tired of playing it, so you move on to something else, and then you never come back. And then when you get back in, the combat is so hard. You haven't played in a while, you just get wrecked by everything.
Yep. So
I'm almost to the point where I've been leaving off. I'm going to try to beat it as soon as possible. What else have I been playing? I said Borderlands. I played Borderlands 2 last night. It was pretty fun. So it was like 3 o'clock playing the damn game. I spent 2 hours in the slot machines. I didn't win fucking shit. I hate gambling in any game. I don't ever win anything. So, yeah.
I don't win shit.
we
I
ain't
ain't
found
getting
shit.
So, yeah, not too much gaming for me, but those few games there are keeping me busy right now.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, Mrs. Redbootz.
I just finished BioShock Infinite finally.
How'd it feel?
Please relieve me
Oh
of my
my
guilt.
No spoilers, no
Okay.
spoilers, but how
Wait.
did you feel?
Okay, without spoilers, Naaackers didn't actually spoil anything for me because I'm an idiot. I told him
Only
the
because
whole
you're an
time.
idiot, though.
Yes, only because I'm an idiot. I told him the whole time not to feel bad about it. But then when I finally finished it, I immediately Snapchatted him and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I had no idea. You really didn't spoil anything for me." And then Raz gave me the DLC, so I finished DLC, the first one.
So happy.
I still have to finish the second one.
He felt so bad.
You really shouldn't have. Clearly you can't spoil anything for me because I really didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Well, that's the thing is like
Oh.
somebody could tell you what the ending of the game was, but your brain is not capable of making the connections to get to that end point. It's just like it opens up this avenue of brainwaves. It's like
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like
You
that
played
was
it
me.
and think you understand everything. You don't. You still don't. You need
I
to
had
go
to
and
chat.
search. You need to
Yeah.
search for everything about it because it's
I
pretty
talked to
ridiculous.
Raz for like an hour afterwards, and I was like, "What just happened?"
By the way, I was watching Redbootz play this, and she opened the final door, right? And all of a
Yes.
sudden,
It
it like
glitched.
skipped 10 minutes of the ending and put her underwater. That's it.
And
I was like, no.
Oh.
And she was like, oh, wow, that's weird. I'm
I was
like,
like,
no, restart it.
Revert save.
Oh my God.
Thankfully, I had people there in chat tell me that it had glitched and bugged. Like no one I've talked to has ever seen that bug. So yay, I found a
If you've been
bug.
playing by yourself,
Speed
you'd have
run
missed
it.
half of it.
That had to be released in the remastered version or something if they pushed out a patch,
Yeah.
because I've never seen that before.
They didn't remaster Infinite though.
Well, I'm sure they pushed a patch for it or
Yeah,
something,
probably.
but
Yeah.
didn't change any of the graphics. But because I was like, I love seeing people play the end of the game and then just watch their like mind explode because they don't know what just happened. And then I want to like type 10 paragraphs about like what just happened and like, but like when I beat it, I spent 4 hours. I stayed up till the sun rose reading Reddit posts with theories about what happened, and basically people who had taken time to write essays about like all the things along the way, all these connections that you don't think about when you're like playing the game, but at the end you're like, oh my God.
Raz pointed out all the things to me, like the coin flip and the choker and things like that, and I was just like, it was
I've played
nuts.
that campaign.
The very
6
beginning of the
times.
game, they basically rub it in your face. They're like, "Here, this is the game," and it just goes right over your head because you don't know what to expect. But you play it then, and now if you go back and play through it again, you're like, "I know this," and you'll probably learn some stuff you didn't even know.
Yep.
The dreams I had from playing that game were fucked up. Like it was ridiculous. I looked at what everything was. I went to websites and found out everything, but I just sat in my chair and was just wondering, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like the very, I'm not gonna say any more, but yeah, that just destroyed my brain.
So after I finished that, I played Inside. Please, has anyone played it? I swear to God, I'm no spoilers.
I know you're out for revenge.
Gifted it to me.
No spoilers.
Gifted it to me. I played 2 seconds of it, and that's it. But I've been intrigued.
I swear I won't spoil it.
Okay.
When I need someone who has played it to like PM me, because I gotta talk to someone about it. Raz hasn't played it, and I refuse to spoil this game for anybody. But holy fuck, I need to talk to someone about it.
I need to play. It's been on my to play list for so long.
You need to play it, especially soon, so I can talk to you about it.
Yes, and I loved Limbo. Limbo was like one of my favorite games ever. I even played it again on the iPad afterwards because I had so much fun with it. Good robot.
I haven't finished it.
Limbo?
Going back to BioShock.
Oh.
Yes.
Nope.
I'm done.
Robot, what?
Yeah, I'm done.
I was gonna say, who cried at the end of BioShock Infinite?
I did. I was not prepared.
Naaackers, don't fucking lie. Raise your hand.
I mean, I was on stream, so I can't say I did when I didn't.
But you cried.
He cried inside.
I cried when I went to bed later that night. Only because I realized that Elizabeth wasn't a fuckable being.
I have never fallen in love with a video game character like how much I loved Elizabeth. Okay, that's all I'll say. God, she's awesome.
I was not prepared in the moment, and I was trying to like, and I was like, I'm on stream, I should talk, but I can't because I'll cry.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
I think the only reason I didn't cry right when I beat it is because I was so confused at everything that had just like come together.
That game.
Yeah.
It's still like, if I sit and think about it, I still like, my mind explodes again.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've explained the dreams that I had after the fact, so I'm not going to go back into it. But yeah, the dreams that I had fucking blew my mind afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, can I get a full body pillow of fucking Elizabeth?
Yes, please.
So I can spoon her?
Yes, please.
Good job. Good idea.
I'll
Disney
open your
princess.
tear.
Who?
Oh my God. Someone's been on Rule 34.
Ooh. Wasn't it,
Oh, Jesus.
Speed, wasn't I in VoIP with you today when I found a Elizabeth cosplay on Reddit?
Oh yeah. He was-
I think I've seen the one you're talking about, and holy crap.
I've seen a few, and some of them, I'll be
All right, we
honest,
need
some of
to
them
take
don't
note.
do it for me. All right? Some of the Elizabeths just don't do the original Elizabeth
Sorry.
justice, okay? So... So
Sorry,
Matt Tweeny, Elizabeth cosplay.
Stop
Yeah.
it! Stop it!
Hey, if you want to cry after sex, that sounds like a great plan. Okay.
I gotta go. I have to go now.
Oh, God.
Okay, you don't have to be a dude to be hornified for Elizabeth.
The whole time I was playing that game, I was making jokes about following Badass anywhere. So.
I would do disgusting things to that woman.
Can we change the subject? I can't stand up.
Yeah, please, yeah.
Let's talk about Rocket League. I played 20 minutes last night. Holy shit. Naaackers needs to teach me the ways of Rocket League.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I fucking love Rocket League. I just love it. That's all I can say.
It was fun. I was playing against bots because I didn't dare play against real people yet.
You just gotta play with the GSN crew because it's just we have people of all different skill levels. We just play in private lobbies and nobody takes those like. Well, I take it seriously inside, but I have to like check myself when we're playing private. But you'll have fun regardless, especially if we play Rumble.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Rumble's fucked up. She should learn the base game before she goes into Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
She'll just be
Rumble
like,
actually
what
helps
is
you.
going on? Yeah.
I was trying to do like the super high jumps that I see Naaackers do all the time, and my car would just like go up a little bit, and then it was like, okay, we're done. We're done jumping.
Does it make
And-
you have more respect for the pro players who pull off the insane
yes.
aerials and 360 no scopes?
I was trying to leave it on like the ball cam, like the ball view cam, because I feel like if I'm not looking at the ball, like what the fuck is the point of playing? Because I gotta hit the ball.
Yep.
And I was like trying to steer, and I'm like, I felt like robot playing H1Z1. Like I couldn't drive.
Oh.
See, it's not just speed.
Got to spread out that load.
You're my favorite. High five.
That
Pretty
hurts,
good.
okay?
Yo, Robot, you need to check the links that Weenie's putting in chat right now.
Yeah, that's the one.
One thing,
God.
Boots, that I'll
Oh
tell you. Yeah.
God.
Welcome the boners. Welcome the boners. One thing I'll tell
Hey,
you, Boots.
Lauren! Lauren! Have you ever been on Etsy? I have an idea. Come here.
Grab the
Wife's not
gag.
home,
The one
Yo,
thing.
we need to get a bird or something, like a parakeet.
Is that what you call your penis? Chirp, chirp.
Don't worry, Harry. I took care of it.
Took care of it.
Disney Princess just put scary links in chat.
Oh no! Oh wait, no.
Oh my God.
I've
Hold
seen
on,
it.
I'm clicking this. I'm clicking
Yeah,
this.
I'm not.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm hosting, so I'm gonna. Yo, can we get a save command on? We don't. You don't need to save it. You don't need to save it.
God.
I've already seen it 17 times. The one thing I'll say to you,
Okay.
Boots, is camera settings for Rocket League. Is
Okay.
default camera is like 50 field of view, looking up into the sky. What you need to do is max your FOV out and adjust your camera settings so that it's not so like zoomed in,
Okay.
and you'll have a better time with aerials.
These will get
Thank you.
sick.
Yeah.
Mad Tweenie purged out Disney.
Oh god.
She's like, don't give Naaackers any ideas, okay? Pussy game too strong.
Too strong.
Oh,
God.
Were we still on U-Boots? Rocket League?
That was the last thing I really have.
Okay.
We're not even halfway through the show.
Don't give a fuck.
God.
Jesus.
I'm gonna have to go make another drink.
That's why I brought my Jack with me.
I dropped 120 milliliters on the vodka, so we're making good progress. So as far as games, I've been playing Astroneer. I've been playing it. Did co-op with HP, and the first time, like, to unlock everything in the game and like do everything that was possible, it took us like 5 days, and then we created a second build because the first one just got so laggy we couldn't do anything. Like, the FPS was so low, it was horrible. So we created a second one. We did everything that you could do in the game in like 8 hours. Like, and we went to every single planet. We didn't create new bases on every planet, but we just went and visited and saw what they looked like. Because it seems like, at least, like, I was watching another streamer play it. He had like 10 planets in a solar system. Yep. And I only remember having 5 in mine. So I think it's just randomly generated. But that game is fucking fun and addicting. Josie spent 3 hours just making a garage.
Yeah.
And making the wall like perfectly flat. And I was all out scavenging and finding shit. But that game is so fun. I cannot wait until they add new content, new research items, new things to do. I played that game alone first, and I can't imagine going back and doing it alone. You need to play that game with other people.
How many hours do you have in it now?
That's a good question. Let me check. Okay. Astroneer?
Flat, like getting terrain flat in Astroneer is heroin. And it's
so satisfying.
Oh my god! Once you get that flat surface,
27 hours.
Okay.
Holy shit!
About the same. Yeah.
27 hours.
Didn't that game just get released?
Yeah.
Yes.
Last month.
And it's like pre-alpha. So
yeah.
I'm really excited to see what they have in the pipeline, because the base game performance could be better once you have all those items out.
Yep.
But again, I didn't expect that much from the game. So if you haven't picked it up for like $20, I would say it's worth it. It's on Xbox, PC. Yeah. Also have been streaming Dishonored 1, which I had never played any of the Dishonored games. It's been interesting. I'm not very good at stealth games.
Bad. You're horrible.
At all.
Me too.
I'm the worst. The game was not made for me. I know there's people out there
keeping
who
us honest.
love that. Yeah. I have been absolutely awful. And the thing about that game is apparently there's different endings depending on how many people you kill. Or like the ending will be darker if you kill a lot of people. And just in the first level, the easiest level, out of the 15 people that were in the level, I killed 14 because I tried to sneak, but then they'd catch you and I'd be like, oh, I gotta stab you in the neck.
You killed 15, Robot. You didn't count the prisoner that you slaughtered in his cell.
I killed. Okay. It was for science. It was for science. I walked up. I was like, I have a knife. I wonder if I swung.
All right, Philly D with the science references.
Hey.
Always for science. Always for science. This is stuff and things that matter to me today. Okay. I fucking love Philly D, by the way.
Same.
So Dishonored, that's been fun. I'm actually, even though I suck at the game, I'm wanting to finish it. Yeah. Watch Dogs 2. Again, stealth game, not very good at it, could not keep my attention for.
Are you gonna finish that game?
I don't know.
Are you gonna finish?
I didn't like it. I don't know if chat liked it. I don't know. Maybe if I'm like desperate for a game to play in the future, I might go back to it. If I need a sympathy wank, Yeah. H1Z1 King the Kill has completely sucked me in. I've been watching other streamers. I've been watching and playing, like streaming. Me and Tweenie have been doing dual streams on Saturday. I've been doing singles by myself. I've been watching Piney do play. Oh my,
the king.
Guy's a fucking god.
Yep.
He's just casually talking a chat about his cat and just you know, hip shotting everybody with a shotgun, just running around casually like it's no big thing. And I'm like so jealous. So I've been really I've been picking up tips from like different streamers. I've been going out and I've had success. I haven't won a match yet. Came really close with Avid. We got to like 5th or something. So that's completely sucked me in. And I haven't had a situation in the game where I've been like, fuck this game, it's broken. Like, I've always been like, yeah, my aim was pretty bad. Like, I deserve to die. Like, that guy totally outplayed me.
Potato.
But I have run into, like, glitches where I've, like, spawned in with no parachute. And I've just...
That came with this last patch. I don't know what the fuck they did.
I fell quickly, and I hit the ground. I didn't die. I landed right in the town. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna
let's go.
I'm just gonna try it. Let's do this. And
the
then the other time, the other time it happened, it kind of spawned my parachute, and I moved down from the sky, and like this speed. Like by the time I hit the ground, there were 60 people left.
Oh my god!
And I couldn't find anybody. The gas was already coming in. It was bad.
Wait, and you still didn't win?
Oh, I died as soon as I hit the ground. I landed and there was a guy waiting for me.
Watching him fall. It's like,
hey!
I got that guy.
Hey, could you hurry up? The gas is coming.
Isn't that game still officially like in beta?
Yes. And I was asking someone, I was like, when is the last time they actually pushed new content into the, not skins, not, you know,
a new map or something?
I'm like, guns.
When they pushed the game.
A year ago.
Yeah.
When they pushed the original split. Yeah.
Like the AK came out a year ago at the same time as the new map or something. And the AK was in the base game anyways, you know? Yep. I don't know.
It was just entirely, all the weapons have come and gone multiple times because they keep breaking them and fixing them and breaking them and fixing them.
Yep.
Yeah. It's fucking addicting.
It's like this last patch you had to download. All it did was change the Daybreak game store to be half price.
Yep.
It was like a fucking 10 megabyte patch. Just
they have to be doing something behind the scenes, because think of all the cash they're raking in right now with all the streamers, with all the streamers playing it, and like all the kids buying it, and it's addicting, and I just see no progress other than maybe bug fixes. Like, what real progress has been made in the game?
It's not just King of the Kill, but Just Survive is fucking terrible too.
The old game is still on the old UI and looks awful. I don't know. I'm really worried about that game. One day they're just going to announce that, hey, Daybreak Games is closing, because they actually thought they were going to be a fucking DayZ competitor back in the day. Yeah. DayZ isn't even a DayZ competitor right now. No. Like, the game's so bad.
Daybreak and Hello Games are merging.
Oh my god!
Talk about fuckboy central.
God, could you imagine? Played The Walking Dead episode 1 and 2. That was season 3 of. It's called A New Frontier. Multiple times during the playthrough while I was streaming, jaw dropped. Like, I was just like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Did you play season 1 and 2?
Oh yeah.
And then 3? Okay.
Yep. I actually streamed. That was actually one of the first games when I first started streaming that I played, was season 1 and 2, 400 Days of Summer, like all the DLCs for The Walking Dead.
Remember that?
Because I loved so much having chat help me make the decisions in game, like who's going to live and who's going to die. And those were some of my best streams. So I was really excited for season 3. Also still playing a lot of Titanfall 2, although the numbers on that game are dropping severely in multiplayer. You log on at lunch every day.
All kinds of shit up in multiplayer with that auto aim. I've seen a lot of complaints about how they've
consoles.
They've changed the way that auto aim works.
That's probably
Oh,
console.
no. Yeah, it's got to be consoles. It can't. I can't imagine that being on PC. I don't think they'd do that. But it's a good game. It's an amazing game. It runs well. It's fun. There's so many game modes. Like, it's a legit great game. And I keep talking it up to everybody, especially the single player. And I love playing it because sometimes, like, you want to have like a slow paced game, a fast paced game, medium paced game, you know, like your different types of games, you know, because sometimes you're like, oh my God, this game's so fucking boring. I need something more fast paced.
Yep.
But it's so much fun, but something's not working. Like, they're not getting the players that they should for a AAA title. And sometimes we'll go on and we'll be like, all right, let's play the domination game mode. 0 people playing this. All right, let's go to the death match. 0 people playing this. So the most I have seen playing on one playlist at a time was 1,000 people. And I don't know if that was just in like our region. I don't know if that's worldwide or whatever, but
that's bad.
Did it just come out at like a bad time?
Came out right after Battlefield 1, I think.
Like the same week as Battlefield 1. And I don't know if Battlefield 1 is doing well or not, but
not as well as it should have.
It's anyways, I think it's a great game. If you can get it on sale, I would get it. The multiplayer is so much fun. It's so much better. Like, I bought Titanfall 1 and they completely lost my trust. Titanfall 2 came out. I actually got a free copy of it. Someone gifted it to me. J-Dub got it for me. And I couldn't believe how good it was, especially for a PC port. They spent a lot of time on it, you can tell. Also, getting back into Rainbow Six. What?
Listen to these stats super quick. Online people playing Battlefield 1 right now. PC, 25,000. Xbox One, 131,000. And then PS4, 106,000.
Wow.
What the fuck?
They're console games at the end of the day. I mean,
too bad.
Titanfall was probably one of the few games, at least this year, that had a decent PC port.
Mm-hmm. And just isn't getting the love that it deserves. Because even though I haven't bought in Titanfall 2 yet, I've seen gameplay and I've seen people play it, and it's just like, it seems like, compared to Battlefield 1, it just seems like a solid as fuck game, especially the campaign for Titanfall 2 as well. So kind of sucks that they kind of got shit on 2 titles in a row.
And I've seen people say like, "Oh yeah, EA planned this. Like, they wanted to kill the studio, so they set the release date at the same time as Battlefield 1." And they're very different games. You know? I don't know if that's necessarily true or I believe that, but
they wanted to make money and just release both games because you have people that like Titanfall and not Battlefield.
Yeah.
Which EA probably is going to be the reason Titanfall is not going to have the lifespan we wish it would.
Yeah.
Because it's dying pretty fast, and it's sad because, like everybody says, it's a good game.
Yep.
I also think, everybody who has bought it, like, I had at least 6 people after I streamed it purchase the game, and they were like, "Wow, this is great." And I wish I could do that more. What was I gonna say?
Titty fuck.
Titty fall. We call it titty fall.
Titty fuck.
Titty fall
theme of the
too.
night.
Titanfall Deluxe. Oh, that's 1. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
I
it's
watched-
a great game.
I watched you play the campaign of Titanfall 2, and I haven't bought it yet, but I do want to because that campaign looked amazing. I loved watching you play that.
Yeah,
but
it was definitely probably one of my favorite single player campaigns I played. Even for how simple it was, it was great. It was great.
The campaign looked really fun.
Yeah.
Even after he streamed it, I bought the game like the next day and played the campaign. I still had a fun time playing the game. You would think after you watch somebody play it, it would be boring, but my whole playstyle was completely different from his. I wasn't like trying to stop and shoot everybody. I was just jumping, kicking him in the face, and just speed running through it. I think I finished the game in 1/4 the time it did for him to take it.
SpeedDemon, new speedrunner streamer.
Hey.
Oh god.
I think I would buy Titanfall 2 before I would buy Battlefield 1. So the next time it goes on sale, I know it was just on sale. I fucking missed it. I'll grab it the next time it goes on.
I just remember what it was. It was someone in chat who made me think of it. I always wonder if like Battlefield and like Titanfall 2 would do better if they fucking released them on Steam. If Origin and fucking Ubisoft, listen, I love you, Josie, but Uplay is awful. Like
Everybody
if they
knows
just
that.
released on Steam, if like their sales would be so much better and their I don't know.
I want all my games in one place.
Yep.
I don't want to have to go to Uplay and then find my game
Because
there.
they're fucking trash.
Yeah.
The
Chat.
launchers are trash.
Raz brought up a good point too.
What?
He said games like that are all about what your friends are playing because you can't multiplayer without your friends. Everyone's playing Overwatch.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Chat, if you like Steam, put a 1. If you like Origin, put a 2. And if you like Uplay, don't even respond.
Just know.
Just close the stream.
Right. See ya.
Unfollow.
Uplay has gotten better over the past year or so. I can say that it has gotten much better. But
Origin has too.
Yeah.
They just a complete redesign, but it's fucking EA.
And here's the thing. Steam hasn't changed shit in fucking 10 years.
Yeah,
It's still the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
They've added a couple little fucking menu options to make it look different if you want to. Mine looks the same way it did when I was fucking 10.
Yep. You remember when Steve Jobs left Apple and tried to create Next? It's like
Nexus or something.
Apple
Next, yeah.
and Next, Steam, Origin, and Uplay. It's just like, just stop. Just stop already. You can't beat it. Just join.
Put the gun down.
Put the gun down, Speed. God damn it.
You can't beat them, just join them.
Right.
Can I get a hot 600 on Wiccan in chat, please?
That was not an option, Wiccan. I'm surprised I didn't see any 69s in chat. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you guys. You're less dirty than we are. Go get those
There's
titties
a
fucked.
9.
That's true.
There was a 9. Dudes is thinking dirty.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Robot didn't talk about Rainbow Six.
They did. That was the last thing.
I'm still talking. Yeah, I've just been trying to get because I was about to talk about it, and then I saw Naaackers with this weird look on his face. He's like getting ready to say something.
That's the I'm gonna hit
gonna
my
censor
teeth
you.
with my microphone. Prone. Oh God. Make this sense.
How's your drink there, Nack?
Gone?
What are you drinking again?
Vodka orange juice. The manliest drink you can drink.
See, I wouldn't be drinking straight vodka, but I don't have anything to mix it with, so I'm just.
What I think is funny is that you are describing your consumption in milliliters. So it's like,
Yes.
sir, what would you like to drink? I would like 100 milliliters of pop-off vodka, please.
Hold on, I'm just saying that because my mason jar has
Dang, it's almost
measurements
empty.
on it.
Do you-
I didn't plan that.
Do you
I didn't like pour. Oh, I'm gonna need 300 milliliters for tonight.
You bring the mason
just
jar to the
filled it
bar. 100 milliliters, sir.
He doesn't make it to the bar because he finished his jar.
Jar barring.
So,
Anyways.
yeah. Rainbow Six, been getting back into it. I was so deep in Overwatch. Actually, I haven't even played Overwatch in a while. I burnt myself on Overwatch, so I'm going back to Rainbow Six. Ended up streaming it Friday, and I had a blast. In case you didn't know, if you play Rainbow, do yourself a favor and talk to the people on your team using voice chat. You would be surprised how many cool and nice people you will meet. At least on Friday, we met 10 cool people, and then one of them ended up being a streamer. We ended up finding out we were both streamers. He ended up subbing, and it just had a great time. Had a great time with him. He was a nice dude. He was drunk as fuck, but he probably had about 400 milliliters of rum.
You're gonna get a chargeback on that sub. He's like, I never did this.
It wasn't me. No, he literally had drinking rum in the title of his stream. So,
Perfect.
but it's a fun game. They keep making really great improvements on it, and yeah, new content. They did season 2 They're about to do more operators, more maps. So they've been killing it lately, especially in esports. It's not as big as like COD or CS:GO or Overwatch, but it's holding its own right now, and it's really impressive. That's a hard thing to do, to break into the esports scene.
Yep.
So
because it either happens naturally or it doesn't happen.
Yep.
Like I said in your stream the other day, I've been playing Rainbow Six lately. I probably put anywhere between 10 and 20 hours in the past couple weeks, but I have met more friendly and funny people in the last 20 hours of Siege than I have in the past 600 hours of Rocket League. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can just be extremely stupid in Rainbow Six VoIP. Me, myself, Weenie, Hugo, and I think not Bourbon. We were playing yesterday, and we were just like spouting off random shit to our other teammates. And I can't remember the context of any of the conversation what we have, but I just remember there was a couple seconds of silence, and this one guy goes, "I love teammates who sing." like, wait, what? Like, we were like singing stuff back and forth to each other. My favorite thing to do.
You gonna want to sing a song?
You gonna want to sing a song?
You gonna want to sing a song?
My favorite thing to do is to go up to one of my teammates and just rapidly hit prone. So it's just like, it's the rapid shaking right in front of them. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Go put the armor down. We have a hostage. But yeah, I think one of the biggest reasons for that is because the voice quality in Siege is so good. It's easy to communicate well with your teammates. But I've just been having really fun. As soon as we get paired with a teammate, I'm like, huh, fuck boy. Like, I try and see who's ready to party and who's not. So Rainbow Six has been super fun.
I usually warn people that I've played like 0 Rainbow Six. And like, when we lose because I'm bad, I'm so sorry.
Yep.
And then when I accidentally shoot the hostage, they don't yell at me.
Yeah. I announce at the beginning of every round, hey, I'm a noob, but I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Is that it for you, Robot?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
As far as Naaackers goes, I've been playing a lot of H1Z1. Again, been playing Rainbow Six lately. I've been having fun with that. Not as much Rocket League, but still playing a good amount of Rocket League. I think I had like a 6-hour stream of Rocket League on Saturday, just doing duos with Chansey and Mr. Vansman.
He's a god. You're a god.
Oh, please stop it. Stop it. 42 is the real god.
He's gonna be jerking it to that recording of you saying you're a god.
Oh god.
Rocket League.
No, Weenie will say it for you. It'll be fun.
Oh my. Many ways.
Sorry.
No,
God.
if 42 is God, then I'm Jesus. I will accept the step down. Sorry, Jesus. Depending on what religion you're all about.
Jesus.
Rocket League. I've been streaming the past 2 weeks. I've been streaming The Binding of Isaac, which is that roguelike game that we were talking about earlier. At the end of my first stream, I said to myself, I don't know if I like this. I had a lot of fun, but you always like anytime you stream a game, you're wondering if chat likes it or not, and you have like that internal battle of whether or not they had fun. But yeah. I have so many so many people that are super passionate about that one game. You can have a chat with 30 people who sort of care about a game, or have a chat with 5 people with one person who loves that game to death. And the time that you have with that one person in chat who loves the game outweighs, this is just the reality of streaming. It's just like when you have somebody who just like so excited for you to play their favorite game, it makes the streaming experience just way fucking better. And so I've got people like Digi, fucking Dustles. There's somebody else named Cat. A lot of people that Nipnops rated my stream one of these days, and he plays Binding of Isaac like it's a fucking religion. It's insane. And a lot of the guys from his raid came over and were just giving me a lot of knowledge. So I'm enjoying it very much. I'm not going to be streaming it anymore because me and Speed are starting Saints Row the Third this week. Which fucking, I'm ready for dildo guns, man. I'm ready.
They're
Wait,
bad.
are you
Okay.
gonna stream too?
I don't know. It depends. Maybe.
Yeah.
I promise I won't make fun of you.
Don't promise
that's
that.
a lie.
Yeah, don't promise that.
That's a lie.
I will do my hardest not to.
Artist.
Do it.
Mm.
Yo, look at all the fucking Nip Nop emotes in chat right now. Nip Nops!
Right.
Represent!
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, they have treated me so well. And there's so many times. Okay, the best run that I've ever had, it lasted about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. I went into this room with half a heart, and I was staring at this fire, wondering why the fire was a different color than all the fire that I've been combating in the last hour and a half of this game. I'm not looking, I'm reading chat, I look back, and the fire shoots a fireball at like a snail's pace and kills me in an empty room. It was the most embarrassing and fucking infuriating moments. My best run, and I was killed by fire. It was so awful. But chat was so nice about it. So if any of you guys are here when that happened, thank you so much because you made that stream just absolutely fly by. So Binding of Isaac is super fun. Do you remember Nip Nops talking about Binding of Isaac on the episode we had with GSN Weekly?
Yes.
Yeah, he was just going apeshit. So I have wanted to play it since that, and I'm just now getting into it. And I actually just happened to get into it as soon as the Binding of Isaac Rebirth and Afterbirth came out. So had a lot of fun with that. We played a little bit of Worms this past week. That was super fun. Worms, WMD. And Gang Beats, briefly. I briefly beated my gang.
Gang breasts.
Gang breasts, yes. The Gang Beats
And we're back to
multiplayer.
titty fucking.
Yeah, and back to titty fucks. The online of Gang Beasts is so fucking
Hilarious.
broken right now. It's almost unplayable, but very fun at the same time. So played a little bit of that. And that's what I've been playing lately. So I'm going to not give you guys a chance to add anything to that segment because we're going to move right along to gaming news and discussion. Guys, this is going to be a long podcast, but we don't give a fuck. Sorry if that was loud.
No.
Crocs and Hot Pockets. We don't give a fuck.
I feel like that should be our first t-shirt. And on
That's
the
our
back,
slogan.
it says, "Get that ass sucked, hyphen SaltySam to 2017.
If you put that, Salty's not buying it.
Do guests get the t-shirts too?
Yes, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, moving on to gaming news and discussion. As you guys may or may not know, this is the part of the show where we talk about any gaming news that has appeared on the internets in the past 2 weeks. So during the week, if you are a fan of gaming or streaming or technology news, and it's something that you keep up with on a weekly basis, feel free to submit any news articles that you find to the Discord. One of my lovely friends will throw a Discord link in chat. Submit news articles for us to talk about on the show. Any news articles that are posted in the Discord, they're reviewed, and the ones that can really carry the most weight on the show make an appearance. So I just want to give a special shout out to the following people that submitted news articles for us to talk about on today's show: HB Laserjet, Odin, Dale, Reaper, Mr. 42, The Feared, Ideal Shooting, Matt Weenie, and Mr. Vansman. Thank you so much for submitting all the news articles. Not only do you provide content for us to talk about, you help me every single week or every other week writing the script for the show. So I greatly appreciate your efforts. First news article. Not really a news article that warrants a discussion, but more of a just so you know in a Bill Nye voice. Windows gaming mode. We talked about this on the last episode. This was sort of a rumor that had surfaced, was that Windows 10 was going to be working on a gaming mode, sort of a setting that you could enable while you were gaming to increase performance, maybe silence notifications, stuff like that. Well, it's officially been confirmed by Microsoft. It looks like it's going to have a release date of this spring. When I first say gaming mode, as far as Windows is concerned, Guess what are some things that you would like to see in a gaming mode?
I really want to see if they're gonna do anything performance-wise on the background. Like, are you gonna kill all these background processes that are totally unnecessary to help boost my hardware more towards gaming? That's what I'm hoping to see. But I feel like it's just gonna be a bunch of goofy fucking frilly shit like they did for their OSs.
Yep.
It's gonna be broken.
Broken. You think so?
Broken. I believe so. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be broken the first few months it comes out.
I guess I'm hoping it's more what I don't see, and I hope it doesn't interfere with like OBS and what you capture. Like if you have music playing or you have other things, and it doesn't do like a system-wide mute, and then it fucks with those kind of things.
I actually used to have a program that did something similar to this, and it would shut down all the unnecessary processes in the back. Wow, I think the alcohol just...
Oh my
Your
god.
camera's like doing this shit.
Okay, all right. Sorry, fuck. Yes, unnecessary processes. I am Ron Burgundy. The Flash was denied a bank loan. If it did just that and freed up some of the CPU, because like GPUs are so fucking powerful these days, but like these games that are coming out these days are not only GPU intensive, they're CPU intensive. So if I can get even just like 5-10% more by cutting out all these crap processes I don't need while I'm gaming or streaming, like that would be awesome.
It'd be interesting to see how it works, like single PC versus your dual PC setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
with two different Windows gaming modes interacting with each other.
Yeah. Well, I would definitely run it on both because the game I'm playing is very CPU intensive probably. And then I'm cranking up my OBS on my other PC, just hiking up the CPU too. So like anywhere I can get a little bit extra, like I'll take it. So, other than that, other than just killing unneeded processes, stopping fucking Windows updates while you're gaming.
Ooh.
Like playing system notifications or sounds that aren't important.
Windows 7 doesn't do any of that.
This is
It's like
true.
my Windows Dropbox,
You know what?
you've run out of space thing.
Listen, Windows 7 is a fantastic operating system. I think it's great. The worst I have ever used was Windows Vista. Vista
Absolutely.
was god awful.
Trash.
We still use that at work.
Baby.
At least it's not XP.
We still have a couple
what?
of those.
I was talking to a client on Friday. I was sending him comps for a design I did on his website. And I said, oh, what type of computer are you using? Because I was trying to figure out what kind of program he could open the files in. And he goes, oh, I'm using Windows XP. And I'm like, fuck.
So you don't
Drop
need
that
a
client. You don't need that
fucking
money.
need a website.
Don't ever send
Okay.
any personal information to that man ever.
No. Oh my God. So clearly he's a hacker. No, he's like a 50-year-old, 60-year-old like Arabian man. So like I don't think he's gonna be hacking me anytime soon.
He's gonna sell all your info on the internet.
God. So yeah, I would expect it to do that sort of things because I can't tell you how many times I've been in the middle of gaming, something I can't just like save and like quit. It's like, oh hey, just so you know, we're gonna be restarting your PC in 10 minutes to do these, updates, and it gives you 3 buttons, and you expect one of the buttons to say cancel,
Yeah.
or
Postpone.
delay
Later.
24 hours. It's like, do it now, do it in 10 minutes, or learn more about this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Shit.
I believe I forget who was streaming, but it actually restarted his computer while he was streaming.
It's happened with so
restarted.
many streamers.
Yep.
I don't know
And
why.
I can't remember if it was an article on The Verge or PC Gamer, but it was like Windows something some highly positioned person in the company admits like guerrilla tactics in updating Windows 10, it was a mistake.
Yep.
Like, yeah, no shit. And it's not just updates. It's like people who didn't even want to upgrade to Windows 10.
Yep.
You remember, like, people would turn on their computer the next day and they're like, "What the fuck just happened? What? I was on Windows Vista. Where's my glossy icon menu bar? What? Why isn't it lagging anymore?"
That happened to us at work. Our BMW software doesn't function on Windows 10. All of our new computers came with 8, I think it was. And one day we walk into work and they've all upgraded to 10 and we were out of business. Like we could not work for 2 days.
That's
it
awesome.
Was the worst.
Thanks, Microsoft.
Yeah.
As far as features that I would like to see, I would like to see a one-click disable all of these executables immediately. So like, turning on gaming mode, I want you to disable BitTorrent Sync, Dropbox, Google Drive, any file storage, cloud server applications, Creative Cloud, anything that you don't need while you're streaming. One click, disable all.
Oh, you want to be able to choose the programs and processes.
I like that too.
Okay. I think they should have a predefined like Windows processes that they should turn off. I also think Naaackers, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You choose, hey, I don't need this program. I don't need this program while I'm gaming.
Yeah, because before every stream, like as you guys have seen my god-awful taskbar with every single running process,
God. I
right-click exit at least 10 different apps before I go live, just to make sure that none of them are hogging any resources. So that would be like, I would like to be able to say, hey, I want you to disable all, like anything that has anything to do with any cloud storage, any file transfer, any remote access, any recording software like Action or Shadowplay. I want to be able to turn all that off. And then when I'm done streaming, I want to be able to turn all that back on. Because there's so many times where I turn off all my remote access software at a stream, go to work the next day, try to remote home, only to find out I haven't reopened any of the apps that I use for syncing back and forth. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a mute all annoying as fuck Windows notification sounds. Oh my God, they are awful in Windows 10. And
I wish we could just do that permanently anyway.
Yeah, just fucking clear them all. So there's a few features that I could see this happening in. As far as like Windows processes, like you said, there's a lot of things that could be muted to free up resources for your CPU. So I think this is a step in the right direction. I just don't know how well it's going to be executed. Robot, I have to pee so bad. Would you mind taking care of the Twitch part of this gaming news discussion while I go urinate? Yes, Daddy.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is BadBadRobot. I'm going to be taking over the podcast. I just want to let you guys all know before we get started that you all need to get that ass sucked. As far as Twitch news, we've got TwitchCon 2017 that's been announced. It's kind of been a secret as to where the location was, but they just announced it's actually not in San Fran this time. They're moving it to another convention center, which, by the way, I'm coming, Boots. Yes. I'm coming. I'm also going to be flying out to California for TwitchCon. Yes. It's going to be in Long Beach, California. It's going to be at the Long Beach Convention Center.
Words, Robot. Come on. You can do it.
You can speak slower. Just sound them out.
Long Beach Convention Center, October 20th through the 22nd. So perfect. Watch out, California. Here I come. Is California the Golden Sunshine State? No.
I should know
That's
this.
Florida, I think.
What is the slogan of California?
I didn't.
Taxes.
I didn't grow up here, so I don't know that. Raz can probably tell us in chat.
We'll take your money because you don't need it.
Can someone in chat, what is the Golden State? Is that Florida?
No, Golden State's California.
It's the Golden State,
Okay.
I think. It's
Golden State Warriors.
Okay. I was about to say something stupid like the Golden Voice coming to the Golden State, but apparently that would be the wrong state.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna submit now that we need to have a GSN meetup out here for TwitchCon.
Oh,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm
So
sorry,
can we
you
get that
be there.
in the works?
You forgot to. It's gangbang, not meetup.
Oh,
Gangbang.
I mean, it's
beats?
gonna be a meetup.
Gang
There's
beats.
just gonna be a 4-hour titty fuck in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Fucking ain't right, bud.
I
Fucking do her
I
right in
live
the
like
butt.
2 hours from the convention center, so I'm gonna be there.
Yes.
So fucking
And you
excited.
promised me a cake. Your
That's
grandma's
true.
recipe.
My grandma's recipe. It's the best chocolate cake you will ever have.
Add some rat poison, please.
Wow.
Only.
Speed.
Never mind. I'm not gonna.
You
I
can
thought we
stay
were-
in the swamp, okay?
I thought we were talking about titty
We
fucking
Don't have
recipes.
swamps over here. God damn it.
Are you saying there's no swamps in Mississippi whatsoever?
There's
Are you
Don't
sure?
make me Google this, Speed.
Bayou.
Bye.
There's like one, but it's like a mile, and it's in Louisiana mostly. So
Wait, Speed, you're in Mississippi?
yeah,
Is that what I heard? Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So the Golden State is Florida. What is California's? Okay, Hortus says Eureka. No, that's not it.
California is. I thought California was the goal.
California's
California
Golden State, for
State.
Christ's sake. That's where all
Uh,
the gold was. In California.
Well,
California
thank you,
Gold Rush.
Salty. God, I wish I was a man.
Golden State Warriors is the sports team.
It does say
Sacramento.
Eureka when I Google the California state motto.
Is that
so-
where Golden Tate is from? Sorry.
Where's Raz? Raz, I'm sure you studied this in school.
So hands up if you're going to TwitchCon 2017. I will not accept that answer,
No,
Salty
Salty?
and Speed.
Salty, come on.
I'm not doing the
Speed.
GSN meetup this year either.
Oh, I'm going this time. Come
How
on,
did you
Salty.
decide that so soon?
You made
a song
for me, and
Did it suck that bad this year that you?
No,
wouldn't
I
even
had
be
an
willing to
amazing
come back?
time, but there's a big difference between driving 3 days and flying and spending $2,000. And no,
You know what
I
was
can-
wrong?
I can drive up to Michigan for a weekend, but I can't fucking fly all the way across the country and not bring my family.
Salty.
You know what? I'll watch your kid when you go to the TwitchCon because I don't actually want to be at the con for most of it.
Why not?
And I love kids. You gotta come.
You have a babysitter. Naaackers.
Still
Listen,
California.
Listen, all I'm saying is, had Salty gotten his ass sucked at the last meetup, he might be keen for another.
This is true.
He's just worried you're gonna steal his beard again, Nack.
Salty did
I
not.
would.
That's the reason. He doesn't want to get his beard shaved again or his pubes.
That was in private.
Were those shaved or burned off?
Oh,
Is that where Naacker's voice came
yes.
Pubes.
Salty, your pubes smell like a kebab.
Smells like a kebab.
Oh my God.
from? I'm dead.
I love gold.
Or
I
that,
swear
that's
to
how
God.
Speed gets rid of crabs. Remember?
You burn
Wait,
one
oh, yeah,
side,
what the-
stab the one side. Come out.
Oh my God.
Those
That
little
was the most
guys
fucked
tried
up
to get
thing
away
I've
from
ever
me,
heard
but
Speed say.
they're not fast enough. Stabby, stabby.
There's blood everywhere.
All right.
So yeah,
Oh,
TwitchCon,
my
let's do it.
All right, let's fucking do it.
And- Anybody in chat coming too?
Chat, one in chat if you're going to TwitchCon. The fucking titty fuck gangbang is official. Official as it can be.
I fell over dead laughing so hard. Speed,
Fell
can we
over
get
dead.
I fell over dead.
Fell over dead.
Don't worry. I know you guys are wondering about what kind of music will be. It will be Bernie Sanders on the bongos the entire time. All right. So is that it for Twitch? Robot?
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, that's it. Moving along, CES 2017. We don't have to spend too much time on this, but there was a few things that I wanted to highlight because they gave me the boners that were had on this day. So CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, which happens every year, was within the past 2 weeks or so. A couple of the products that I had seen that I am extremely psyched for. One of them being RGB RAM, which I didn't even know was possible. That's going to be a thing.
Corsair came out with that, right?
Yes. Yep. And I think there's one other brand who has talked about doing it. It's escaping my brain at the moment. I can't remember. But there's going to be another brand that's doing it as well. A product that we found on my stream on Thursday or Saturday, the Aura Leaf LED panels. Aura. Pass into the anus. Aurora? Is it Aurora Leaf? I think
It's Aura.
I think it's Aura Leaf.
I don't fucking know.
Anyways, there are these
LED
dope
panels.
ass triangles that you connect like fucking connects, and they glow. They look amazing.
Almost bought them today.
You have a perfect spot on your wall to have them, and you did not purchase them.
Yep.
How big are they?
Massive.
I'm getting them, just so you know. They will be on this wall eventually. I actually looked for them, their availability in Michigan, and there was one like 100 miles away.
Wow.
So I think I'm going to order them online, but they are so cool.
We butchered it. It's Nano Leaf Aurora.
Oh.
You heard it. You heard it
Touche.
first here, guys. Don't worry. We get everything right all the time, just like the year in which this podcast was broadcasted. So yeah, Nano Leaf Aurora is the product. I will throw a link in chat for you motherfuckers. It is so dope. I fucking blew my pants when I saw these. So the starter kit gets you. The starter kit is $200. You get the hub, and then you get 9 of the panels. And then if you want to buy 6 more panels, it's $60. I think it's 3 more panels.
It's expensive.
It's expensive as fuck, but
It's expensive.
you got to be a baller on a
Beautiful.
budget. Yeah, they look absolutely amazing. So I'm extremely psyched about these. They're available now. You can get them at Best Buy or you can order them online. Absolutely incredible. I have a lot of project ideas that I could use these with. I just need to sell a shit ton of sperm to get there.
I mean, PC setup comes first before.
Yes, dual
I don't
PC
know.
setup.
These are pretty.
So fucking pretty. What the one thing that I was talking about when I was streaming was, on paper, this looks amazing. It's all going to come down to how the software interacts with the panels, the app that accompanies that software. So it's a crapshoot, because as much as I love my Philips Hue bulbs, the app is atrocious. The app is absolutely fucked.
The Nano Leaf, it has a controller. So if you really don't want to fuck around with that, there is controls on the power supply for it.
Oh, as far as using colors and
well.
modes and stuff?
Yeah, like you can change shit on it.
Okay.
At least that's what it says in the design part.
Okay. So yeah, super dope. Couple other points of mention. The one thing which I'm not crazy about, but it seems like a lot of people are, is Project Ariana, which is by Razer, which is pretty much a clone of the Microsoft Luma Room, which was supposed to be coming out for the Xbox. It's pretty much a projector that projects onto your TV but projects extensions of the game on your outer walls. Looks really cool in theory, but it does not interest me like whatsoever. I don't see the point of it. One, it kind of makes me think that I would get sick, because it's like almost VR, but it's like really shitty VR because it's projected light onto a wall. You need to have empty walls if you want to be able to use this. So you need to have a TV on a wall and nothing but empty wall space beyond it. So that's kind of like whatever. Another point of highlight, Razer's triple display laptop. That was a highlight for some reason. Not only was it a highlight, but they actually had 2 prototypes that were stolen off of the convention floor.
That they still haven't gotten back.
Yep, and they won't.
They're offering like 150 grand or something for one of them.
Yeah, they ain't
How do
getting it back.
you get away with that with nobody
Yoink.
noticing?
Yep.
How are
Backpack.
those not
The
in
thing
a
was like
You have
this big.
3 monitors.
It was tiny. Like they all fold into one. It's a laptop. It looked really cool. I don't see the fucking point.
Yeah,
But
completely impractical. But
In like 6
Fucking
months, we're gonna
laptop.
see Linus Tech Tips with a video out on it.
Yeah.
Oh, they put one out. They put one out, and then there was like this big, because he put that out and then it got stolen. So he put a video out on, he was just like walking around CES, and all these people started creating all these fucking memes from the video where he was holding the fucking laptop in his hands. They're like, he's got it. He's got it.
Did anybody see the video that Corsair uploaded today? It was Linus with an RGB hat.
Yes. I
Where's
just saw
that?
the GIF. I saw the rotating GIF. It's a Corsair Gaming like baseball cap, and the rim is this RGB lighting that just goes back and forth, just like the
They
mouse
put
pad.
out all their new merch this week too, because I saw that Ammunition got her new Corsair sponsorship shirt, and it's all embroidered with her name and shit.
I love that woman.
Listen, you guys want to find the way to my heart? You could put a flaming pile of shit on my front door. As long as there is a single RGB LED flashing, I won't care. I will.
You're gonna have
probably...
to check your doorstep in like 3 days.
Yeah. Right. Oh God, please.
I have your address.
Oh fuck. I'm just telling you, man. RGB LEDs, it's the way to my heart.
I mean, they do sell their hats.
I have some
They don't
Do they?
LED
sell the
LEDs on
LED
my
ones.
desk.
Oh well.
They don't sell the LED ones. They just sell the actual hat.
We'll have to see. Other than that, the Corsair Platinum keyboard, which Robot talked about a little bit earlier in the show, that was another highlight of the convention. And then this last part, which was added by someone, if you want to take that away.
Oh, so I believe this was me. Asus revealed, I actually saw Linus cover this, and Raz reminded me of it in chat tonight. Asus, so they are coming out with a ROG Swift 27-inch 4K 144 hertz monitor with HDR. It's an IPS panel. No, it's like the quantum dot panel or whatever. So not only can it be used for like gaming, it can also be used for like legit color correction applications. It's got G-Sync built in. This is insane. I didn't think we were going to see 4K high refresh rate monitors. Oh, by the way, this will be hella expensive. It's an enthusiast product.
Oh, absolutely.
2K?
It's going
just
to
gonna
be
$2 grand.
2.5K.
Really?
2.5K.
I was going to be like 1,400.
Yeah.
$2,500. I'm saving up so
Okay.
one day Raz can have it.
Well, the great thing about this coming out is it's going to drop the price of the 27-inch 1440p 144 hertz, which, by the way, is just like today's graphics cards cannot push. Like they had to have a $3,000 GPU just to push 4K at 144 hertz. Our GPUs are not capable of pushing those sorts of pixels that fast. So this is an enthusiast product. You got to already have a $8,000 computer to use this, but it's Asus pushing the envelope, and we'll get there soon. Yep. Once upon a time, or one day, there will not be a need for like anti-aliasing because everything will be so fucking compact and compressed and sexy, sharp.
There was I forgot to list it here, but they also debuted a 240 hertz 1440p monitor somewhere at CES too. Yeah. Paper bag. God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's how I feel. But yeah, any as far as you guys, are there any other products at CES that weren't listed that got you erect?
I didn't watch a lot of coverage this year.
I didn't. I kind of just looked at articles that had came out after the game.
Hi, Sadie.
Sadie?
Moving
Yeah,
along.
Sadie. Sadie just came to say hi.
On to our final gaming news and discussion point of the night. The Nintendo Switch. Holy fuck. So the Nintendo Switch was officially announced just actually a couple days ago. There was a Nintendo press conference about it. Shit ton of information. I'm going to kind of speed read through this stuff, and then you guys are all welcome to comment afterwards, only because we're coming up on the 2.5 hour mark, like it's our job. So first and foremost, what comes in the box? You get the console, you get a set of the Joy-Con controllers, which a set of Joy-Con is the left controller and the right controller, which mounts onto the screen. You get a set of wrist straps. You get the Joy-Con grip, which is the controller which the Joy-Cons mount onto. It is not a charging controller. It is just an infrastructure for the Joy-Cons to mount onto in case you want to use it as a single unit. The Nintendo Switch dock obviously comes in there. It comes with an HDMI cable, and it also comes with an AC adapter. I will, if one of you guys would be so kind as to throw some of these links in chat for me. Peripherals are expensive. I'll just say that much. The Pro Controller is coming in at about $70 to $80 without opening up that link. If you want to buy a second set of Joy-Cons, I believe it is around the same price point. So for those of you that felt the burn purchasing extra Wiimotes and nunchucks for the Wii U, that burn is going to continue. It's bad. Just like the Wii U, it supports a local 8-player co-op, which that was only compatible with a couple games, Super Smash being one of those games, but it looks like there's going to be more games that support an 8-player local co-op. As far as games announced, these are just sort of the highlights. We'll have a link in chat where you guys can see the full list of games that are announced for the Nintendo Switch. Fire Emblem, Steep, Rayman Legends, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Skyrim, Splatoon 2, Microsoft Kart, Mario Kart 8, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, ARMS, Super Mario Odyssey, which I'm super fucking pumped about. The Legend of Zelda Breath of Wind is one of the final highlight titles. And the one thing that I want to highlight about The Legend of Zelda, just The Legend of Zelda is going to take up to 40% of the internal hard drive on the Nintendo Switch. Which,
Jesus
if you didn't know, the Switch comes with a 32 gigabyte hard drive, and that's
not
it.
Big enough.
It's
That
not.
is not big enough.
I think
Is it one of those? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is it one of those things though, like the PS4, you can just swap it out with a bigger one later? Do we know yet?
That's what she said.
If only men could do that. Hey! I don't know, but I believe I heard murmurs of micro SD slots being expandable storage. But
Yeah.
the speed of micro SD is not great. Even class 10, it's not that great.
Didn't they just announce like a super huge improvement on one of those? Razzle remember the specs. He was telling me about it. It was insane.
They just released that, the first 1 terabyte micro SD or 2.
Yeah. I think
Might have been
that's...
2 terabyte.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like Kingston. Them fucking guys just always do crazy shit. It's not something that you could buy right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Raz just said the fastest micro SD card is about half the speed of a 5400 RPM HD.
Yeah, it's slow as fuck.
Slow.
Which is garbage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
I'm still buying one.
Yeah, I'm also. On top of games announced, as far as an online gaming service, Nintendo will be debuting an online subscription service with the Nintendo Switch. So one of the perks is if you pay the monthly subscription, you get 1 free NES or SNES game every month. It grants online play, so you can do online multiplayer with your friends or foes. One of the cool things is they're actually going to be doing a free trial of this online subscription service. So they're going to have about 3 to 4 months where everybody can try the Nintendo Online before it's announced as an official subscription service that you have to pay for in the fall.
Oh man.
One thing that will be accompanying this online subscription service is a mobile app for which you'll be able to connect to the Switch's online services. You can invite friends online, you can create parties, you can message from the mobile app. That part scares me because it seems like they're going to be relying on mobile phones for VoIP and messaging and partying. Again, that's just something that goes on in my head because this console doesn't ship with any sort of communication device whatsoever. So that scares me a little bit. But that's besides the point. And then one of the last bullet points for the Nintendo Switch is it looks like portability wise, it's going to be anywhere from 2.5 to 6.5 hours of battery life. So a shit ton of information to cover. I know it's a lot of information. Guests from top down. What do you think about the Switch? Don't answer if you're getting it or not, because it's going to be a question for the Q&A.
I think it's good. I think one of the people that said it best. I watched the video of Casey Neistat being somebody that doesn't really give a. I mean, he's just kind of getting into video games, but never really gave a fuck. He really hit the nail on the head of what Nintendo has been doing for the last 20 fucking years. They don't give a shit about spouting off all their technical terms and what the processing speed is and how many fucking dot pixels you can see per square inch on everybody's fucking screen. They want to make something that's going to be fun and fun to play with your friends right here.
Yep.
Like people in the same fucking room as you.
You will have fun.
Yeah, that's all it is. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
The everything about it so far has piqued my interest. It's just the subscription fee. If that's all they're giving you is what you listed, have they said how much it's going to be monthly? No. If that's all you're getting, it's going to depend on the price. And like you said earlier in Discord, hopefully they bring back older games and you could play those maybe with the subscription fee.
Well, the free games that you get for having the subscription service, they're only NES and SNES games. So they're probably those 30 games that they put on the classic NES that they released this past couple months, because those have already been remastered for HD and modern resolutions.
Well, what happens after 30 months? Or do you not get your game anymore? I mean,
you don't get to keep the games. You only get to play it for the month that it's listed on the free.
Are you sure? Fuck.
That's what Ideal said earlier.
Yeah, and I said I don't think that's the case. Do you?
I'm fairly certain. I mean, I can look further and get you a final answer, but that's what I've heard.
If that's the case, that
ruins it for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, you're gonna give me a free game, but I only get to play for 30 days.
Exactly.
Ugh.
I see it.
Speed's dad just followed the channel, by the way.
Fucking hate you guys so much.
Hey, you have to blame Robot for that, okay? Where's Robot on my fucking OBS? There he is.
He started this shit. You know how much you made my life a living hell here?
I'm so sorry.
Poor Speed.
He's
like the sweetest, nicest person ever.
He's not,
everyone.
Though. Do you empty a clip in anger every night before you go to bed? Just fucking Robot!
Not in the air, into the swamp.
Fuck you, Gators!
Oh my God.
And then alligator soup the next day. I'm sorry.
Alligator soup and frog legs. That's a good breakfast right there.
Oh my God.
With a side of cornbread and sweet tea.
Oh God, Speed, I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, my fan's on.
Yeah, the Switch looks interesting. I want to know how much the monthly is going to be, as well as if they're going to be offering any more. The fact that they're letting you have it free for so many months after that damn cat.
He wanted to come inside.
The whole thing where they're doing the free months, I think, it's a good way to actually get people to pay for it, because you can see what you're going to have. But I'm just not sure about it. It all depends on what you get and how much it is.
I feel like I'm just not going to buy it and just play games offline.
I feel like they almost hit the nail on the head. Like they kind of hit it and glanced off with the you don't get to keep the games and those kind of things. I feel like it's so close to being perfect. Ugh.
They're going in the right direction with it.
Yeah.
So as someone who hasn't owned a Nintendo console since the Super Nintendo, Nintendo has always been, they come out with all these crazy things, especially the handhelds. Like there was the Wii, but then there was like what was the Game Boy? There was like Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then there was the Game Boy that was a square but it flipped up, SP, and then the next there was like 20 different. I could never keep up with all of the, and then it was like, okay, well, so these games will work with this console, and these I couldn't keep up, and I haven't touched a Nintendo console for a long time. Except actually we had a Super NES. I'm sorry, we had a Nintendo 64. I had a Game Boy Color. I was wrong in saying, because I've played a lot of Nintendo games, but as a grown man who was a PC gamer, the Nintendo Switch is the first handheld console thing that I've ever actually thought about. Hey, maybe I'll buy that, because not only is it a handheld, you can play with multiple people, and then if you want to play on the big screen, you just put it in its dock, and then boom, you can go from this screen that's smaller than a DVD. I heard Casey Neistat say it was like the size of a DVD case. Yeah. Yep. And I mean, that's fairly big, you know.
It's the same as what, like an iPad Mini, or
have you guys played with
Galaxy
the Wii U
10?
though? Because that's smaller than the Wii U.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, I feel like it's
and the big, that thing looked giant though.
We have the Wii U, and I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. So I like that there's a bump in graphics processing. Like the games can be prettier. Like the Zelda game looks dope. Sam Damon?
Damon.
Is there a Sam Damon in chat?
Yes, they are fucking is. Straight out of the swamp.
It is the same thing.
What are you doing in my swamp?
That is a nice boulder.
I like that boulder.
I like this console's price. I like that it's a handheld and it can be played on a TV. Mm-hmm. They're just covering all the bases. The only thing that's kind of disappointing is the fact that it's a 32 gigabyte storage. Yeah. These days, like that's one game, you know.
Pulling an Apple with that internal storage.
It is expandable, but come on, it's SD speeds, and you're constantly going to be either like. By the way, does the console even have an area for cartridges or physical games? It's all digital. It's all download, right?
Wait, no. I think there's mini cartridges, but they're not the same as the DS cartridges. I think.
Oh.
Okay, so they changed format again.
Do we know if the Wii U nunchucks and stuff are compatible with the Switch?
I don't know that either. I sure as fuck hope so, because I got plenty of nunchucks.
We spent extra money on a fancy gold one, and I don't want to have to do that again.
Yeah. That's actually, I think they're the same form factor as the DS cartridges, but they don't accept DS games. I think.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you not do that? Why can't you make it where people would have DS games be able to play their DS games on the Switch?
Because DS games don't support the resolution that a TV. Like DS games are meant to support the small screens. So it would be fucking upscaled to look like absolute shit. So I think it's the same size, but they're not interchangeable.
They do not work with the old nunchucks and stuff.
Fucking shit.
Digi.
Okay. One of the things that I was thinking of, like for me, if I get a Switch, it's going to be hooked up in this office and I'm going to play on one of my computer screens. The thought of being in a Discord channel and going, hey, who wants to play Mario Party? And fucking getting online and playing Mario Party with a bunch of friends. Same with fucking Super Smash Brothers, or like being like, can you imagine being able to co-op one of those Super Mario games that came out for the Wii and Wii U, those 4-player campaign co-op Mario games, playing those online? I'm all fucking about that shit. So if the online is like that, I'm all about it. It's gonna rely on the online infrastructure that they have for the console, how reliant they're going to be on the cell phone for being the hub for creating parties, creating lobbies, inviting. I like the idea of having a companion app for mobile, but if that's going to be the central location for making all that stuff happen, it worries me a little bit. But I'm gonna hold my breath because none of that has really been discussed. But I'm excited. I'm super excited. There's a lot of great games. The Mario and the Zelda game especially look fucking fantastic. I'm extremely excited about Xenoblade Chronicles, and I'm actually kind of excited about the Ultra Street Fighter. I think, like, when I think about future online community meetups, I see myself grabbing the Switch, bringing it, and just having anybody being able to grab a controller and play. Like, that is what Nintendo has been the best at, is being a console that anybody can pick up a controller and just start playing. And it looks like they're continuing with that trend, and I'm excited to see what happens. It's going to be exciting. Any final points on the Switch?
Nope.
I think we'll be able to tell more about it once they confirm some more details, and it comes out in March.
Yep, March 3rd.
15th? 3rd, March 3rd.
They're only shipping 2 million consoles, so you better pre-order fast.
Yeah, you better.
It's probably already out.
They were
Never
sold out
fucking
in the first
pre-order.
5 minutes.
We'll just
I
all
ain't
have to go to
pre-ordering shit.
Mass's house.
Yeah. I will buy that console if there's a game I would like to stream on it. Otherwise, I don't have
Zelda.
time. There's too many good games on PC to play.
Yep.
There's Zelda. I was kind of hoping for a Star Fox. Like, Star Fox looked fun on the last, but it looked really fucking hard to play.
It was so hard. Oh my lord. The controls on the newest the game was amazing. Controls were awful. Absolutely awful.
Isn't the Mario Kart the same one that came out for Wii U? It's
8?
literally the same game.
Oh, it totally is.
So we have the Wii U, so we don't even get like a new Mario Kart game.
Yeah, not yet at least. I want it Mario Party, please. Mario Party. Make another one, please. I am in need of a centrally located blister on my palm. Fucking that joystick. All right, cool. All right, well, moving on from the gaming news and discussions to the headline honorable mentions. Does everybody have their camera zoom capabilities ready to go?
I don't.
All right, Boots, you're just gonna have to like get really close to your camera then.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Disarm.
All right, so the headline honorable mentions are news articles that were important enough to talk about. Oh my God, but not important enough to discuss. So we're going to start from the top down. Mr. SaltySam, you are first.
I closed the script again.
God damn it, Salty.
I just did it like 2 seconds ago too. I was scrambling. All right. Kingston announces 2 terabyte USB 3.0 flash drives.
Intel adds 30. Wait, what is that? 30 processors to the Cabby Lake lineup.
Oh God. Let's see. How's this? Intel announces brand new Optane memory for Intel-based builds.
Yay!
That's okay. All right, new camera. That's all I can do. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
right,
robot.
all right.
Just get your
Listen
face up there.
Listen up, Chad. Mass Effect Andromeda releases March 31st, 2017.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh,
Yeah, daddy.
I didn't realize I was supposed to moan after.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy plot announced. April release date rumored.
Oh my god.
That is it for headline honorable mentions for the night. If you guys are curious about any of the articles that we discussed tonight, all of the links for all the articles that we talked about are going to be posted in the script notes, which will be posted with the YouTube video and the podcast tomorrow. Moving along to question time. This is a part of the show where we ask our guests a question and we also ask chat a question. So chat, I will start with you first. If one of you guys would be so kind as to grab that link for me. Chat, we want to ask you guys, will you be buying a Nintendo Switch? And the options are yes, no, already pre-ordered, which if you did, you should be ashamed of yourself, and waiting to see how it does after launch. So while you guys are answering that poll, I wanted to ask I guess the same exact question. Will you guys be buying a Switch? And if not, why? So we'll be moving from the top down. Mr. SaltySam, start with you.
I think eventually I will. I'm not going to buy it right off the jump. Last time I went after a Nintendo console from the jump was when the Wii originally came out. And that was not worth sitting outside of a store in December for fucking 12 hours.
You
Twice.
did that.
Yeah.
I got 2 Wiis the year it came out.
God.
Like, at first it was, I tried to get one for myself. And I originally went to Walmart, which is like a half hour down the street from me. And I just camped outside. Like, I was like 4th in line. Got this in the fucking bag. No big deal. And me and my buddy were like swapping back and forth to like go to like Wendy's and pick up food or like go get coffee. This is when I was like 16.
Wow.
Like 16, 17 years old. And then
The Wii came out that long ago?
Yeah, was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Holy
How
crap.
old are you now, Salty?
20.
Put you on the spot?
20.
Damn.
Wow.
12
Yeah, the
years
Wii
ago.
came out probably 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Wow.
It does not seem like it was that long ago.
It might have been
No.
10 years ago.
That explains the shit graphics.
November 19, 2006.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that would have
Wow.
that would have
10
been
years ago.
that would have been when I was a senior in high school, so I was 17. But either way, sat outside all night, didn't get it because they never showed up. And then sat outside again like 2 days later at Target, got it, got all the accessories, all the games I wanted, everything. I was the first person in the door. Fucking Christmas Eve, I get a phone call from the manager at Walmart saying they fucking came in. We still had your name. You were 4th in line. You have until 7 o'clock to come get this motherfucker. So I called me and Van's mom and was like, hey, I could get Vans a fucking Wii for Christmas if you want. It's down at fucking Walmart. We just have to get there. I left work early, went and picked my mom up, went down to Walmart and picked it up.
Nice.
And Vans got it for Christmas that year.
Best older
Of course.
brother, 2006.
Right?
God, Salty, why are
He
you
was
such a good
like-
guy?
He was like, what, 8?
Oh my God.
Vans is that young?
That is so
Holy
weird to think
shit.
about.
Little baby Vans.
Oh my god, Vans.
I don't like this. I don't like
No
this at
facial
all.
hair Vans.
Vans,
Yep.
you're
What?
barely legal now.
Fucking old.
Wait. Oh, fuck. Fans, that never happened. All right. It was one night. I was drunk. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
He's 18.
Wow.
Jeez.
I don't like it.
Birthday stream on Tuesdays canceled, guys.
Right.
I'm not getting older.
See ya. Just gonna go hang out at Chuck E. Cheese all day and get arrested.
I went there for my 16th birthday. Don't worry about
Did
it.
you really?
I did.
Hey man, it's a fun place. I'm just saying.
Motherfucker.
One of the guys who was working there asked me out, and we went on a couple dates. It was the best birthday ever.
I mean, they do have great pizza. All I can say.
It's true. That's why I went.
And beer.
No, I went for
At
the
least they
games,
used
I
to.
promise.
Speed.
Anywho, I'm probably going to buy it at some point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait till kind of feel it out, see how many people are gonna buy it in GSN, because I'm the type of guy. Most of the games I play, I like playing with people. There's only what's he doing?
He's hiding his dildos.
Okay. Most of the people that
It
end
is
up getting
not,
just
or-
is just going to determine if I purchase it or not. So
Okay.
I'm 95% sure we're buying it. Raz can confirm, but everything that we have talked about says like we're gonna buy it. So Speed, I'll let you know how it goes.
what?
Robot. Buying a
Oh.
Switch?
I was waiting for something. I was like, what did I say?
Buying a Switch? No, not now. If there's good games that come out in the future that I want to stream on Twitch, I'll do it. If I want to play on a Nintendo Switch, I'll just come over to your house in the meantime.
As far as I'm concerned, I will not be buying it on launch. I would like to buy it because I'm thinking... Speed.
Just come to my house for TwitchCon. We'll have it.
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Speed,
two-player.
did you forget to wash
Two-player,
the
fuck.
peanut butter off of your
Shut
balls
the
before you started the show?
You're so fucking.
Dad, I love you and your balls. I really want one. Just looking at all the titles they are talking about releasing, being able to play these games online. I'm super excited for it. So I won't be pre-ordering because if you pre-order, you're a traitorous bitch. But I will be buying one eventually. We were talking about this in Discord a little bit earlier today. I'm gonna wait until either GameStop or Best Buy or EB Games has the buy the console with the launch title, get one game free, and then I'll just buy it right then for the $2.99. So we'll see. Remember, guys, 2017 is the year of no pre-orders, but looks like all of you are already breaking that New Year's resolution. It's okay. I forgive you, but I don't.
Raz says we're pre-ordering it just to fuck with you.
No! Raz, please! Okay. Hardware is hardware. I'm a little bit more lenient with pre-ordering when it comes to hardware because it's just a little bit different. But games is an absolute no. That's like, if there's two mottos to Crocs and Hot Pockets, is we don't give a fuck, but we give a fuck if you pre-order shit. Okay, let's take a look at this poll really quick before we move on to the audience question and answer. The question was, will you be buying a Nintendo Switch? And hold on a minute. Let me minimize that so you don't see what gay porn I'm looking at during the show.
I feel like you should probably share it with the class, man.
It wasn't Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. Looks like 18% said yes, 37% said no, 3% said already pre-ordered, you motherfuckers, and 40% said waiting to see how it does after launch. So
Yeah.
I am
Cautious.
I'm pretty surprised at those results. I didn't think there would be such an even split. But I mean, most of the people here in chat, we have PC gaming in our genes. So, you know, I was expecting some type of bias from chat. But that's super fucking cool. I'm all about it. Definitely we'll be waiting to see what happens after launch. I have faith. Just with the moves that Nintendo has been making, one, releasing their first Mario game on mobile, that was a huge step in the right direction.
iOS.
No, it's out for Android as well.
Android.
Fuck Android.
Yeah.
You wish you could.
I really actually wish I
I
could.
bet if Apple came out with a Switch, you'd shove it up your ass. I mean, buy it.
Hey, come on! I'm not that blind of a sheep.
The day it was announced.
The
Yo, real talk. Never pre-ordered a single Apple product, so suck my ass, Salty.
Can robots say that?
Neither have I.
Have you? Yeah.
You ordered the 7 as soon as that sumbitch was announced, didn't you?
Carbon
Well,
fiber color too. So
Actually, well, I guess if you say, yeah, I guess I technically pre-ordered, but the money doesn't get taken out of my account till the phone ships.
Unbrother him, Naaackers.
But I also have my phone like 2 days later, so.
He already unbrothered me like 2 months ago, so.
Naaackers,
I wish.
Wow,
$100, you'll never see him again.
What happened 2 months ago?
Something happened. It was either on stream. I can't remember what it was, but I got degloved like a brother real hard.
Oh, I clearly remember what it was.
What was it?
It was where I was like, hey, remember that thing? That was so funny. And then you're like, ha ha ha. You act like you were listening to what I said. And you're like, hey, remember that thing? And you said the same exact thing.
Oh, when we were talking about the Game Boy magnification unit? Yes, okay. That's when it happened. Leave it to video games to break us apart.
Tear families in two,
God.
yes.
Bring us
Did
together,
you ever
break
get
us
the
apart.
second player controller that wasn't actually hooked up, but he pretended you were playing with him?
I don't know. I didn't have the mental capacity to comprehend if that did happen or not. Robot, can you confirm or deny? Yes, there are home videos of me holding a broken upside down SNES controller.
We talked about this the other
Playing
the
a
other
single
day.
player game.
I was playing Super Mario, and this little shit was like, "Hey, let me play. I want to play Luigi." And this fucker would get us killed like every level. So I was like, "All right, here's the controller," and he would hold it upside down. I would unplug it, and he wouldn't know any different.
Naaackers, you and I can console each other about being the middle child.
Thank
getting shit on
God.
by the older brother.
Thank God.
Which, by the way, the favorite child. So pros and cons.
I was the favorite too. So
Pros and cons.
You know, the second level of Super Mario World, where it's like within the first 5 seconds, there's a bullet bill that comes across the screen. There is at least 5 minutes of a home video where it's just me jumping into the bullet bill over and over and over again. Dash, I'm doing it.
that's why you're so good at Rocket League.
Exactly.
You just jump into the ball.
Like an aerial. What doing, Dash? I had a
That
speech
was
impediment when I was
the
little
first
too.
Screen. That was the first screen of the first level on Super Mario Brothers. He would just run, jump, and then the bullet would come.
Every time.
Fucking A.
Dash, my controller not work.
Why
Shut up,
do
you little
that,
fuck.
da?
What doing, Dash?
What doing, Dash?
All right.
He had a lisp when he was little.
Yeah.
I couldn't say ours. It's fine. Middle child for the win.
Hey. Psh. All right. So
Oldest child? Salty? Yeah, Speed?
Nah, I'm in the middle too, man.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Speed's only the oldest because he shot all of his older siblings already.
Survival of the fittest, man.
All right. So moving on to the audience question and answer part of the show, we have to.
He's like,
Speed.
Only one of us is making out of here alive.
he actually was part of
He's a
quadtuplets.
Yeah.
Like he had an army knife in there. He's like,
All right.
Swamp rules, bitch.
Swamp
I'm
rules.
sorry. Let's
New
go.
show on MTV. Fucking Swamp rules.
Real life.
Oh God, Speed's gonna fucking kill us all. All right. We have 19 questions on the question and answer.
Jesus Christ.
We need to rock. We're coming up on the 3-hour mark, so we actually need to get through these.
Speed run.
All right. First
AGDQ.
question comes from Pretty Sexy. Salty. How salty are you?
I'm not that salty.
He's really
He's
not
salty.
anymore.
McDonald's French fries.
Salty baby. This next one comes from the Hot 600 of the night. Toad, do you jerk off? Yes.
Who doesn't?
3 times today.
Hey, thank
Just today.
Boot says
He's
yes.
working on his 4th time right now,
Yeah.
looks like.
Hey, we can only talk about Elizabeth on stream so many times. All right, I got to take care of things underneath the desk. Fucking Gaben jerk
Where's
off machine.
Leroy at the moment?
Probably take it in the ass. That was my guess. Next question comes from Paul. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh my God.
It is not.
For
We've
this-
had this discussion before.
For the sake of time, we have to skip this question, even though.
We'll come back to it next
Yes.
week.
Look, the short answer is yes, it's a sandwich. Next
No, it's
question.
not.
Um,
No,
Meat
it's
between
not.
bread, it's a fucking sandwich.
No. God
Screw
damn it.
Speed.
Go
Just
ahead.
go
Just-
with it.
Raz says pee break earlier. Naaackers, we knew that answer. Raz,
Oh.
savage as fuck.
Chat knows I'm a Minuteman. What do you expect? I
Sorry,
fucking
Tweety.
take 2 grapefruits and just kind of mash it, and then magic happens. That's all I can say.
Grapefruit.
Next question. This one comes from Disney Princess. Is Valentine's Day overrated? Answer carefully, because there are women listening. No, it is the most important holiday of the entire year. What do you guys think?
You are so fucking
Don't give a
pissy.
flying fuck. Period.
Oh,
It is
there
a
goes the
Hallmark holiday, and who
fuck. Look
gives
how
a
many
shit?
fucks I give.
Okay, hands up if you've gotten pussy on Valentine's Day in the last 10 years.
No.
Bullshit, Salty! No! No fucking way! No!
Look, man, I'm about to get married.
It's-
There's a kid back there sleeping. That was my dick. That was my dick.
If you know how to treat your woman right, you don't need Valentine's Day to be a big
Pay
deal.
all the fucking bills.
That's
I ain't
right.
worried about no
That's
fucking
right.
card.
That
If you're
was
a good
my
man,
dick.
You get pussy all day.
All day.
You shouldn't have to rely on a holiday to make your woman feel special.
Redbootz with the
gonna
clutch
say it.
answer. Also, quote of 2017, that was my dick.
That was my dick.
We got
That
gift
was
of the
my
night
kid.
from
Came
Salty.
out
We
of
got
me.
quote of the year from Salty.
Oh my god.
Damn, Salty.
Fucking
Doing it big this year.
Doing it big this year.
I'm a man, that was my dick.
Just saying.
God, Salty.
Okay, next question. This one comes from Middle Age Stream. If you were in an airplane crash and had to start eating each other to survive, oh my god, who would you eat, and why is it Speed?
Because he's
I don't
the
know.
biggest threat.
Robot tells us all the time he's fat. That means he's got the longest.
I
know,
think
food
Robot would
supply.
taste good with some salt. I mean, it's
Longest
just me.
dick.
Yep.
No.
Get a cheese grater, grab Salty's arm, get some of those salt shavings
Yo.
onto Robot's cock, and just gobble away.
I can feed an army. Just come here. Just step up to the plate. I'll give you something to drink.
Fucking
okay?
tachanka,
Our Lord and Savior.
Protein is a
Tachanka.
highly important part of your balanced
It is.
nutrition.
That's right. Right, ladies?
Most
Right?
protein is
Hey.
consumed on Valentine's Day. Next question.
Hey.
Hey. This one also comes from Middle Age Stream. If you had to choose between a tattoo of Abraham Lincoln riding a T-Rex into the Battle of Gettysburg, or George Washington riding Nessie across the Delaware River, what would you choose?
Both.
Lincoln.
I like dinosaurs.
Yeah, I like dinosaurs. I
Yeah,
would go with
it
the
would.
dinosaur option.
You,
I feel like people wouldn't know what the Loch Ness Monster looks like because you don't know what it looks like. It doesn't
Also,
exist.
the beard. Abe Lincoln could rock
It's
a
the
beard.
top
yeah.
hat for me.
Top
I'm a
hat.
Is
Is
that what does it
Beards.
for you?
that unanimous Abraham? Unanimous Abe right there?
Abe.
Yeah, Abe.
Honest Abe.
Abe it is.
Honest Abe. Horny Abe.
Another question from Middle Age Stream. What currently unreleased game are you most looking forward to? Last of Us
I
2.
would say I'll go first. Escape from Tarkov. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm trying not to hype it, but I'm slightly excited for it. So
That's a badass looking game. That's up there for me. This game is not in my realm, but I really want to see how Horizon Zero Dawn turns out.
Is that a PS4 exclusive? Is that like
Yep.
a robot dinosaur caveman-ish feel? Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with The Station because I backed it on Kickstarter, and I don't want to be one of those people who said bye bye to my money.
Oh.
I
be
actually have a
sad.
lot of faith in it, which is I didn't donate a ton.
You're about to
so.
get Pebble watched. Robot?
I agree with Angus Beef with Star Citizen, but we're not going to see that fucking game this year either.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2.
oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yep.
I'm starting one on Tuesday, so don't you dare spoil it for me
Ooh,
now.
Absolutely not. That game, so good. Number 2, just the trailer gave me goosebumps. Like, oh.
I didn't even play the first one. I watched Robot play the first one, and the trailer still gave me goosebumps.
Yep.
Such a good game.
God, I was lucky because someone let me borrow that PS. Like one of my viewers let me borrow their PS4 so I could stream that game, and then I shipped it back after I was done.
What a champion!
I know. I was like, what a fucking nice guy.
Infernal man.
I could have rubbed my dick all
wasn't
over
that
that
Rage?
PS4
Infernal
and sent
Rage?
it back. He wouldn't know.
Yep.
I mean, he'd know from the smell.
Oh,
But
man, it's like a
white
kebab.
splotches. Yeah, like a kebab.
Oh god.
Three-way tie between Star Citizen, Last of Us 2, and Borderlands 3. The next Borderlands game is supposed to be coming out in 2017 as well. Super excited for it.
Word.
Good Bowler said PT Cruiser greater than Aztec, greater than Juke. The Nissan Juke, I guess, is what he's talking about.
Ew.
You know what's even worse than
Yes.
that is the Cube. The one that has the window and back windshield connected in the corner.
Have you been inside that car though? There's like
Awful.
ripples on the roof liner.
So bad.
There's like
I don't need any of that.
Ugliest cars.
None of that.
It looks like something you get out of a fucking like quarter machine at the grocery store.
Exactly. Exactly. Next question. Disney princess, favorite horror game?
Soma, because it's the only one I'll ever play ever.
Soma was. I agree. I think I agree with that because Soma was terrifying, but it also made you think. Like the storyline and the subject it was covering made you think about your life. So I like that. There's games like Outlast will scare the shit out of you, but then like just like, oh, that was fucking scary, and you move on. Soma made you think.
You haven't given Outlast a try, so how can you say that?
Yeah, he
I
did.
played 3 hours of it. Okay.
You played 3 hours, but only got like 10 minutes into the game, so I don't want to hear you.
I don't want to hear it.
Anybody else?
I don't.
I
do
don't
it.
even play
Outlast
Scary game.
is
Okay. huh.
Outlast.
My vote goes to the very first Fear, the scary first-person shooter.
Oh,
For sure.
No.
I love.
I don't do little girls. Hold on. I don't do
Whoa.
shit. I don't fuck. I
Famous
don't
last
do
words.
horror games with scary little girls in it.
Yeah.
Okay. GG.
First Fear for me.
Don't clip that.
Yeah, please don't.
Clip it.
No. I like this show. Please don't.
Okay. That's yeah.
Middle-aged stream
Phrasing.
with another question. Are any of you planning on purchasing a Nintendo Switch despite the fact we kind of all went over that? Love you, middle-aged stream. Next one, same thing. Next question, Jared Adams. What is your favorite dessert ice cream?
Strawberry. Just regular ass strawberry ice cream.
You're such a fruit.
Says the person who drinks screwdrivers.
You know what?
Oh.
That is the least. I did not expect that from Salty. I expected
didn't
like
either.
salted
That's
caramel
literally
No,
nothing.
something.
dudes.
I don't do any kind of crazy shit. I don't buy
Salted
ice cream
butthole.
ever.
Caramel crunch.
When I first moved out of like on my own, I was like ice cream every fucking day, all day, because I'm a punk ass kid.
Oh,
And
dude.
then I probably haven't bought ice cream in like 5 years.
The
I just
it's that fear of getting judged at the checkout line at the grocery store.
I
That
don't.
Yeah, I give 0 fucks.
Yeah,
God fucking damn it.
my
dudes.
zero fucks card has been stamped for like 4.5 years now.
Naaackers, you know
will,
what you
I will
need?
fuck somebody up in public for judging me.
Take cash or credit. Don't give a fuck
Fuck
card.
you looking at, bitch.
Ben and Jerry's strawberry cheesecake.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Cookie dough.
Mm.
Cookie dough ice cream.
If it's ice cream, if it's like a half gallon, it's mint chocolate chip. Or Moose Tracks. If it's a bar, an ice cream bar that you get from the ice cream truck, strawberries and cream all day. No. Strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake.
Yes.
Strawberry
Yes.
shortcake.
We're not blood related. It's not like those were my answers either. The only addendum that I will put on that is if it's soft serve, TCBY's white chocolate mousse is my favorite soft serve by far.
Side by side in the same machine, you get a swirl of the white chocolate mousse plus the it's a fucking orange. orange sorbet.
Yes.
And it's like a creamsicle. Oh my god, I got so much pussy in my TCBY days. Put a little extra sprinkles on that ice cream for those girls.
Oh my god. Can
You
you,
worked at TCBY?
can you say creamsicle
Hell yeah, I
again
did.
while making this motion?
Nice.
Creamsicle.
Oh. Get hard and take it. Oh.
Wake up.
Wake up with your cock up. Was that everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Next question. Middle-aged stream. What is the question and how do I ask it? Middle-aged, you son of a bitch.
He was
done.
referring to your spelling error in the graphics.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I
shit.
only got 7 PMs about that tonight, so the change
Perfect.
will not be made. It will be left. Next question. This one comes from Scopes. If you could bang any one gaming character, who would you choose? Do we need to answer this?
I mean, we were only
I
talking
think-
to her about like the first 45 minutes of the stream.
Bowser, Super Mario 64. I like my dicks with spikes.
I was gonna say Sonic.
Jesus Christ.
But I'll give everybody a chance to answer.
Oh god.
You have to think about this?
I don't
I-
really.
I'm just
fantasize
thinking about me answering this question. How many jobs it's gonna make me miss out on?
Okay,
When the
First
when
of
the
all,
guy
this
Googles me?
question is how Naaackers almost spoiled a game for me.
But I didn't.
So I'm gonna put that warning out there. So be careful
Okay.
Oh,
with your answers, people.
This is good. Yes. Yeah, I'd fuck Elizabeth's brains out.
Leroy.
Oh, so you pick Leroy? Okay, Salty.
You're gonna get pussy tonight, baby! He's gone. Pussy gets pussy.
Are you okay?
I almost sprayed water out of
Blech.
all of the orifices.
Out of
my
where?
mouth. Everywhere on my face, actually.
All
Oh,
right.
God.
So, robot, speed,
Elizabeth.
salty.
I'm gonna go way back. Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark.
Ooh.
Ooh,
and
hold
64.
Be right
on.
back.
Googling.
I mean,
I
if
gotta
you look
go
at
to
her
the
in the
bathroom,
game,
guys.
she's like hideous, but the actual. That's
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was N64. It was fucking.
Oh, she was a redhead. I don't remember that.
Ah, yeah.
Easy to spot in the dark.
Boots.
We already know her answer.
Elizabeth?
That's what I'm talking about.
Roasting high five. All right.
There's somebody else I know that I've had like a huge crush on, but it's booze and being live. I just can't think of it. Elizabeth
Yeah.
is obviously like my go-to.
There's definitely a dude answer out there for me, but I'm totally blanking.
Drake from Uncharted.
Tracer. Widowmaker.
I haven't played Uncharted yet, but I watched Raz, and I think you're
Yeah,
spot on.
he's a fucking dreamboat.
He is a handsome motherfucker.
Also, Odd
I'd suck
Job,
his starfish.
007. He's the perfect height. All right. Anywho,
Jesus Christ.
guys,
Oh my god.
nothing. Next question that comes from Jarrett. What is some advice for Ariel in Rocket League? I'll answer that because none of you know how to play Rocket League. Ooh, I said it. I love you though. Camera angles. Look at the camera settings that a lot of the pros use. It's all about maxing your FOV as far as it can go. It's also about getting the camera angle looks a little too far up, so it's about kind of correcting that, and then getting your camera distance a good distance away from your car. This next question, I believe we had a couple weeks ago. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers or briefs?
Boxer briefs.
Yeah. Boxer briefs.
None.
Commando.
Yeah, Boots is commando.
There's a thing called boy shorts. They're not technically boxers or briefs, but they're the closest lady thing to that.
All right.
Okay.
Those are comfy.
I'm a boxer briefs man as well. Question, man, if that's actually what I am.
That shit tight.
Yeah, I'll let you be the judge. Next question. This one comes from Good Bowler. Who do you main in Overwatch?
I don't.
I have not played in a while, but the most time I've ever spent on a player is Genji.
Step right up.
Lately, it's been Junkrat because he's just so much fun.
He's just dirty.
Can I change my answer?
It's 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock.
Robot?
He said it.
I said McCree.
Okay.
Step right up.
It's a tie between Soldier and Mercy. If HP is around, I never play Mercy. Mercy.
She's got 130 hours just in Mercy.
God damn.
128 of those healing me. Damn. All day.
Yes, Daddy.
Daddy, I gotta pay.
And the last question, dopest dope you've ever smoked?
No dope.
No dope?
Never.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one.
He says
Only because
anything.
Vance
No,
is in
nothing.
chat.
No.
He's always talking about having crack for his dog, so you know he smokes something.
Define dope, because I've taken some stale oregano and ripped a page out of the Bible and rolled it up. I didn't get high, but I felt cool. So that's about as far as I've ever gotten.
It's a good start, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Just with the fucking power of Jesus, just getting high up in this shit.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Fucking oregano.
You provided me with 1,800 pages of blunts. Best Mom, 2016. All right, that is it for the
Florida's
question.
posted a question that is, I think is going to be very interesting. He asked, it didn't make it because he kind of did it late,
Oh, okay.
but he asked, who would you trust with your life?
Those are fighting words.
Are we talking about like?
Oh, I guess on here. I think it was like on here. I would help them kill Robot. That's just me, though.
Does it? It's,
I'm gonna say
so it's
Speed,
one
but
of the
that's just
person
because
in
I
chat?
don't want to fucking get shot.
And he has lots of guns.
So do I. So we'd make a pretty good team.
Are we talking about people on the show? Like, who would you trust with
I
your
trust Robot because I think I could run faster than him.
Call the fire department. This motherfucker's on fire.
You don't have to
He's on
outrun a
fire.
bear. You just have to outrun your friend.
I was about to fucking vouch for Boots and say, oh, I trust her with my fucking life. Now I'm questioning the meaning of life. I'm going to go for fucking Speed. Speed, can you help me? You can lend me a gun because I got to shoot someone.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Boots,
I
come
would
on.
trust you.
Come on. Okay.
For the sake of making any further enemies, I'm going to plead the fifth on this question.
Before you fuck me. Okay.
I have offered you cake and food so many times. You never come over.
Most
But you
savage
never
guest
delivered.
award goes to Redbootz, hands down. Oh my lord.
Savage as fuck.
Savage as fuck.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Oh, she's coming back on the show.
On that note, as sad as this makes me, this is unfortunately the end of the podcast tonight. So before we close our doors, what we're going to do is go around the room one final time, have everybody announce their social media. If someone would be so kind as to throw a guest command in chat. Everybody, if you guys have any special events, any streams that you want to announce, now is the time. Mr. SaltySam, we will start with you, my friend.
Hi, my name is the SaltySam on Twitch and Twitter, and Salty All Day on Snap.
I am SpeedDemon. You can find me on the GSM forums and Discord, and on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
I am Redbootz on Snapchat and Twitch, and Red with the double D, Boots with a Z on Twitter. I have I have a birthday stream coming up on Tuesday. It's gonna be all day.
Actually,
Robot's gonna show up.
Oh
and
my
play
God.
Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm totally not streaming on Tuesday either.
Oh, you can play Rocket League with me.
Oh.
You don't have to.
I'm sorry. I had to get a little burn in there. I had
Just
to sneak
kidding.
a little one in there.
That's the first one all night, so it was about time.
I've been nice.
Sorry.
I've been cordial, right?
It's true.
Is that fucking lighter fluid, Salty? What is that?
Yeah.
He's
Why
just
is that lighter fluid
encouraging
in your desk?
the savagery.
Hey, remember we were talking about
That's where I
burning
refill my
pubes
lighters.
earlier?
Oh, okay.
Salty's number one culprit.
I got you.
Ah, yes. Fucking kebab.
Guys,
This guy's
I'm-
voice.
It is
That's the face of the voice.
Sailor
That is
Jerry.
it.
Oh shit.
Horny as can be.
Horny at sea, just fucking all the dudes.
Yeah.
Until it gets scurvy. I'm the BadBadRobot. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Snapchat at the BadBadRobot. I stream multiple times throughout the week. Come say hi, call me fat, and I promise I'll make you breathe a little heavier through your nose or laugh one of those times. Oh, he's so fat. Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God.
And if you have a delicious recipe for a risotto, you just send it to me because haha, I'm looking for a good recipe, okay? Say hello to your mother for me. All right?
Hey, get your balls out of the
Hey.
bread.
It was penis earlier, and now it's balls.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
Dick and balls. Hey,
Balls deep.
that's where they get it from. If you can fit your balls and cock inside of a loaf of bread, you've gone balls deep.
I don't think it's talking about bread, but yes.
By bread
I mean-
means pussy.
That's where we all started, right? Loaves of Wonder bread.
Yeah. Buns in the oven.
Hey!
99 cents.
Hey, and it
Mm.
comes full circle.
Buns
Hey,
in
my
the oven.
goodness. Hey, there's a special sort of icing on this bread. Mmm.
Cinnamon
make it
swirl.
nice.
Is that why Wonder Bread's so white?
Ooh. And that's why.
That's what it's enriched with.
Yes, and that's why we call him the Semen Demon. Yo, Semen Demon, let me get some of that bread. Yo, you can give me a yeast infection any day, son.
Oh
Yo,
shit.
they got a Wonder Bread factory down in Mississippi.
Hey. All right, we're gonna put this slaying of Speed's life to bed. Anywho, my name is Naaackers. You guys can find me live on this channel 3 times a week. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, except this week I'm actually going to be doing a co-op stream with Mr. SpeedDemon on Mondays and Thursdays. We are starting the Saints Row the Third campaign, which so many people have told me that I have needed to play for such a long time. I'm extremely excited for the game. I can't wait. And you can also find me on Twitter and Snapchat at Naaackers with 3 A's. And I'm sad to say this, but that is going to be it for the show tonight. I greatly appreciate everybody who came and hung out with us tonight. Salty, one final fucking round of applause for you for throwing together that song. As we close out the show,
So
I'm going to
good.
play that song one more time. I'm going to let it play out the entire time, and then I'll end the show right after that song is done. Chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out. The questions were on point. You guys were absolutely on fire tonight. The Crocs and Hot Pocket show will be back in 2 weeks with episode number 18. So if you guys are looking for more gay fun and more savagery, you know where to find us. So again, thank you to everybody who came and hung out. It was an absolute blast. Everybody say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye, buddy.
See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right.
Adios.
Everybody make sex noises.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Naaackers like rolled away from his desk, and I lost it.
Please.
You sound like a pig,
I'm gonna
not
throw up.
necessarily.